Welcome back to the Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship 2023. This is the inaugural year of the Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship, where all the riders and all the drivers from all around the Asia Pacific region will come together to compete against one another for the title of the best. And we saw early this morning the beautiful trophies on display for this weekend, and it is truly very, very nice piece of silverware to bring home. Now, we've focused on the karting slalom earlier this morning, where we saw a really, really technical layout, very, very tough for them to try and negotiate, but we saw some drivers really excelling in those conditions. But this time around, we just came back from a lunch break. We're going to focus on the Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship Karting Cup. Now, as with every karting championship, we have the cadets, we have the juniors, and we have the seniors. So there's going to be a 20-minute session for the official practice. These are two-stroke machines, and they are very, very rapid. Now, in the junior category, we have drivers as young as 14 years old. Actually, the youngest driver that we have on list is 13 years of age, and yeah, it's a really young kids just coming out and showing what they're made of. And here we have one of the young Australian riders. A very recognizable green livery. This is, of course, at the Sepang International Karting Circuit. It's truly one of the best karting circuits around the world. It's replicating the main. Ooh, someone's really had a bit of a wobble there, but it's really one of the. It replicates the main circuit. It has turns that are almost exactly identical to the main Sepang International Circuit, and yeah, this karting circuit is just such a fabulous track.
Cuaca yang baik, panas ya, dari segi keadaan lintar pun keadaan lintar yang baik untuk setiap pelumba. Antara sesi awal di hari yang pertama ni, kalau ikut ini antara salah satu disiplin, salah satu acara yang bertandingkan untuk APMC untuk edisi yang pertama, 5 acara, 5 disiplin. Alright, ini dia peserta-peserta. Anda boleh saksikan persaingan ada berapa ni? 2, 4, okey. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, lebih kurang 17 pelumba yang berada di litar untuk waktu ini. Di litar go-kart ini, kalau ikut keseluruhan ada 11 lekor yang sedang mendahului jentera ataupun go-kart nombor. Inilah antara persaingan 2 pelumba yang begitu rapat, mencuri rapat 1-1-3 ni. Dalam kedudukan yang ketiga, ikut persaingan untuk waktu ini 103 yang sedang mendahului dan kedudukan 113 yang sedang bersaing ini di kedudukan yang kedua, jadi semakin sengit persaingan.
Fair weather here at the Sepang International Kart Circuit. See one of the drivers just heading out there. This is the look into turn 1 and 2, a very technical double right-hander, double apex, and then it's straight into turn 3 where it's rolling on and straight into the gas down into the very iconic turn 4 and 5 that replicates turn 1 and 2 at the Sepang International Circuit. And the way around turn 6, which replicates turn 3 in Sepang as well. It's really very resemblant of the main track. The track surface on this track in particular is also very, very up to par, and it's really just such a great place. So for those wondering, this is the junior category. This is the official practice for the junior category. We have Lee Ting Ho, Zhang Sum Hon, Chen Bo Ru, Ki Berg. We got Bradley Majman, Sebastian Kennard, Dominique Setiawan, Sheshan Gunasekaran, Rayan Dharmadasa, Didi Se, Isaac Sia, Kiansha, Arian Crosby, Mikhailenko Vladislav, Lee Senman, Katrina E. Wing Tung, and Hendra Adiputra.
Dua wakil Malaysia, Katrina E. Wing Tung dan juga Hendra Adiputra. Jadi junior ini menjadikan 17 pelumba yang berada di Lita.
It's a good amount of drivers that we have for this karting cup. Right now in the lead will be Bradley Mudgman, young driver from Australia. He's only 11 years of age.
Ooh.
And he's 10 years of age. He just turned 10 a few months ago. But he's really making the best of it. We saw him on the green cart just now, number 111.
So ada seorang lagi pelumba, ada dua selain Bradley.
Over there was Arian Crosby that we're looking at from the Philippines. We've got a driver as well from Kyrgyzstan, Mikhailenko Vladislav. Now at the Sepang Karting Circuit, the crucial sector will be between turn 9 all the way until turn 11. It's all about rolling speed as you come through that section.
Lepas itu straight line sebelum tiga sekor penting, sekor 1, 2 dan juga 3. Mana kedudukan ataupun persaingan yang masih lagi berlangsung untuk hari yang pertama. Jadi dekat luar sebelum masuk semula ialah 114. Rasa Katrina tadi pelumba Malaysia, saya rasa Katrina E. Wing Tung 114 tadi.
Yeah, good job so far from Katrina. She's a bit more experienced in the junior category. She's just 14 years of age. Right now on screen we are following Hendra Adiputra, the other Malaysian driver. 15 years of age. 14 years of age and full of potential. It is of course going to be weighing in the hands of the Malaysian drivers, those who will be very accustomed with the Sepang International Karting Circuit. Then again, those drivers who race in the karting championships itself, they might have quite a bit of experience here. So it's a good mixed breed that we have. And yeah, across all the disciplines we have well over 140 different competitors, so it's really quite a large amount of people that we have here. And yeah, it's nothing better than a good bit of go-karting right there. That was Bradley Matchman. Here's Zhang Sum. Just looking at them having a chit-chat in pit lane. To head back out onto the view of the track. Our photographers as well there, getting a great vantage point. For now, here's Hendra Adiputra as he comes across the start-finish line into turns 1 and 2. It's all about keeping it tidy here at the Sepang International Kart Circuit. You have to hold the line just nicely, and it's not really a track where you have that many hard braking zones. I think the only real hard braking zone would be right down into turn 4. That would be a place where you want to really slow it down quite a bit, but then you have to get right into the roll to make sure that the exit into turn 5 is done nicely. 1-1-6. Jadi pit.
116
Here we pull them now into turn 4 and 5, and it's the long right-hander into turn 6 before they bank just well over about 120 degrees into turn 9. It's a flowy left-hander. It's a very fast bit. It's very easy to lose control of your kart as you go around turn 9. So to really make sure that they make those tires work for them. This last turn.
Okey, ada 16 dekat 16 pelumba dia. Seorang dekat pit tadi 116 iaitu Lee Salmon, iaitu dari Uzbekistan. Kira masalah teknikal. Kita akan update nanti kedudukan ataupun dah masuk semula ataupun tidak, tapi kedudukannya tercorot. Kedudukan ke-16, tapi persaingan masih lagi sengit pada awal ni. Lihat perubahan pendahulu sentiasa berubah. Untuk waktu ini ialah 108 saja Isaac ini seksi dari Singapura 2 pelumba. Dan drama dasar, terima kasih Didi juga Isaac ada 2. Isaac ada 2 pelumba dari Singapura. 2 dari Singapura, 2 dari Sri Lanka, 2 pelumba dari Indonesia. Kebanyakannya menghantar 2 wakil untuk setiap negara, termasuklah Hong Kong. Kedua Lee Ting Ho dan juga Zhang Sumhon. Selain itu pelumba-pelumba dari Filipina ada seorang, Kyrgyzstan juga ada seorang, Uzbekistan seorang, dan juga Sri Lanka ada 2 pelumba. Taiwan juga, Chinese Taipei, Chen Boru ada seorang wakil yang melengkapkan 17 pelumba. Malaysia harapannya ialah kepada Katrina E. Wingtong dan juga Hendra Adiputra. Yang mana Katrina 114 dan juga 115. 2 pelumba Malaysia 114, 115. 114 ialah Katrina dan juga Hendra ialah 115.
Yeah, Katrina's doing a great job. She's up there in the top 4. And in the junior category, it's when everyone starts getting really, really strong. It's really the stepping stone to the next level. After this, typically we'll see them enter straight into, sometimes they go straight into touring cars, one-make championships, and it's also the stepping stone. Go-karts really progress you very nicely to open wheel championships such as the Formula 4, Formula 3. Formula 4 as well, we have a great Southeast Asian championship that will progress further on. And that's the target for a lot of these go-kart races. They want to make sure that they get there. You can see the amount of counter-steering work as they go through turn 9. It's really part of the circuit that's just going to make the tires beg for grip and try to hang on.
Kita cuba dapatkan update. Dan selain sedang hangat berlangsung ialah bagi karting untuk go-kart. Sesi petang ni untuk tadi slalom pun dah masuki sesi saringan, sesi lebih penting selepas sesi praktis di sebelah pagi. Dan di sini lebih menarik untuk go-kart, yang mana pendahulu masih lagi pelumba dari Singapura. Di tempat yang kedua ialah dari Australia, iaitu Bradley Management. Mencabar berlumba untuk waktu ini dari segi keadaan cuaca, panas, kering. Baiknya adalah litar keadaan yang baik juga grip. Cuaca panas ni
Yeah, you can see a lot of the drivers coming back into pit lane, reaching near the conclusion of practice. Of course, in practice, it's all about finding the right momentum, finding the right rhythm, as well as getting the right setup. Just a few minutes left in this session now. And yeah, it doesn't look like it's a scorching day out there in the sun, but I will say that the heat is very well there. It's gone up to the typical temperatures that we expect to have here at the Sepang International Circuit. So for now, the drivers just trying to make the best of the good conditions.
Ikut 20 minit dia, 20 minit setiap sesi. Namanya dalam kategori junior ini untuk free practice, untuk official practice. Semalam adalah hari yang pertama mereka bermula untuk sesi latihan bebas yang pertama, dan untuk sesi-sesi berikutnya di hari yang pertama ni untuk karting, untuk go-kart. Setelah sesi lebih petang nanti akan ada ujian masa, time trials, dan juga sesi saringan untuk hari yang pertama sebelum mereka beralih kepada esok, hari penentunya, hingga ke final round. Semua kita akan menyaksikan siapa akan menjuarai untuk setiap kategori. 3 kategori dipertandingkan untuk edisi yang pertama APMC. Jadi peluang, dan juga kita harapkan pelumba negara kita dapat menggunakan sepenuhnya untuk free practice ini, terutamanya Katrina E. Wing Tung dan juga Hendra Adiputra, sebelum mereka bersaing untuk mendapatkan kedudukan yang lebih baik sehingga layak ke peringkat akhir esok. 2 hari yang penting setiap peserta, termasuklah wakil negara.
Now we're just following them around as they, well, we have someone heading back into pit lane already. That would be Chen Boru. Still on track. That should be the Aussie Force. So here we're looking at Bradley Manchman, a fast young Aussie. So makes his way around, currently sitting second in practice, which is a very well respected position. He'll be looking for more in the next session, but I think Bradley can definitely be very, very happy with how he's performed so far. Just a bunch of the teams and drivers just watching on as Bradley and co just make their way around for the remaining little time that we have left in the session. Philip Bradley now right into turn 6, 7 to 8 and 9. So yeah, good one so far from Bradley.
Lepas junior ada sesi senior nanti, sesi free practice. Jadi kebiasaannya ya adapt dalam keadaan litar, itu penting dalam sesi latihan bebas ini untuk free practice. Dan adjustment juga akan berlaku selain tumpuan kepada kondisi pelumba. Pelumba di go-kart, litar go-kart ni. Alright, sesi akan tamat untuk sesi free practice latihan bebas bagi kategori junior, 20 minit. Masa yang diberikan oleh setiap peserta Untuk latihan bebas yang baru saja selesai, akan ada checker flag sebentar nanti. Alright, checker flag. Jadi 20 minit tamat sesi latihan bebas kategori junior untuk go-kart yang menyaksikan 17 peserta yang mengambil bahagian, termasuk 2 wakil Malaysia. Mana akan dipikul oleh Katrina E. Wing Tung dan juga Hendra Adi Putra. Ini semuanya berlangsung di litar antarabangsa go-kart di Sepang ini. Dan kita baru selesai menyaksikan free practice untuk kategori junior. Kita akan saksikan kedudukan setiap pelumba menerusi catatan masa yang dilakukan, di mana Aseksi daripada Singapura yang mendahului Bradley dari Australia, dan juga seorang lagi rakannya kalau ikut pelumba daripada Australia ni konsisten mesti sesi awal lagi. Jadi inilah kesemua kedudukan, dan kita dah pun tamat untuk sesi latihan bebas bagi official practice, bagi karting cup, bagi go-kart, dan kita nak beralih nanti ke venue seterusnya.
So with the official junior practice of the karts over, we will head to a short break and we'll be right back after this.
Sepang. Competitors 1 to 19, please report to the timing for your first heat. Karting slalom competitors 1 to 19, please report to the timing check for your heat. Competitors, all competitors 1 to 19 immediately. I will break the video. Competitors 1 to 19, please report to the timing check in your racing gear ready to race. 2 minutes.
And after that short break, we are back looking at the Sepang International Circuit. You join us once again for the Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship in its inaugural year. Now we're looking at the slalom karting, but we're going to head down to the Sepang International Karting Circuit for the Karting Cup.
Baik, sedang berlangsung ialah tadi kita dah selesai untuk official practice bagi kategori junior, dan sebentar nanti saya rasa kita akan dapat kepastian untuk, saya rasa ini sesi yang sama, kategori yang sama, maksud saya ialah kategori junior. Dan 16-17 kesemuanya, ada dua wakil Malaysia, Katrina E. Wing Tong dan juga Hendra Adi Putra. Mereka ini proses untuk adapt bersama dengan Lita, bersama dengan go-kart mereka untuk set up adjustment. Ialah sesi penting sebelum perlombaan nanti. Disebabkan itu kita nampak tak semua secara serentak mereka keluar ke lita, jadi mereka lebih banyak bergerak secara solo untuk mendapatkan momentum. Juga ada 11 ekor sebenarnya agak rolling, terutamanya high speed. 3 ekor terakhir 9, 10, 11 sebelum menuju garisan lurus, sebelum mereka straight line. Di sini saya katakan tadi selekor yang terakhir dan straight line akan kali untuk mengharungi 3 selekor, utamanya selekor tajam di selekor yang ketiga ini. Di sini nanti bila perlumbaan kita nampak akan ada pertembungan untuk hole shot, terutamanya permulaan. Nanti dalam perlumbaan mereka mahu menempatkan kedudukan yang baik, terutamanya di 3 selekor pertama untuk berada di kelompok hadapan. Itu juga persaingan nanti dalam perlumbaan.
Yeah, getting the right line here at the Sepang International Karting Circuit is absolutely crucial. It's a very high flowy speed little track, so it's all about getting the right momentum, finding the right line, the right exit, finding everything that helps just that much more. It's technical, it's got everything you need. It's got tight, long, it's got very tight, sharp corners and long corners that just really make your tires beg for all the grip possible. So right now we're just following them as they go into the final section. It's the final area before they head into the final turn, and it's all about getting the right drive when it comes to this portion. This time around, they go back into pit lane.
114 tadi tempat kita melihat, itu salah seorang wakil dari Malaysia, seorang pelumba iaitu Katrina Ewing Tung. Seorang lagi ialah lelaki iaitu Hendra Adiputra. Mereka letakkan dalam satu kumpulan untuk kategori junior. Saya ada penggiliran keluar masuk. Setiap pelumba ialah bergantung kepada sesi ataupun pemilihan daripada pelumba sendiri, mereka nak keluar secara solo ataupun tidak. Dan lebih kepada banyak sesi praktis hari ini, Daniel. Kalau kita tahu inilah edisi yang pertama untuk APMC, dan kebanyakan juga selain kita sedang saksikan untuk sesi go-kart untuk karting. Tadi sudah pagi kita dah live, kita dah kongsikan secara langsung di karting slalom, yang mana juga ia berlangsung dalam sesi praktis terlebih dahulu. Begitu juga dengan Gymkhana. Dan esok saya rasa lebih menarik untuk kita nak saksikan selepas masing-masing setiap peserta dalam 5 disiplin ini mereka melalui fasa dan juga sesi saringan untuk layak ke pusingan berikutnya, dan untuk podium untuk penentuan perlumbaan akhir juga akan berlangsung sebelah petang esok, hari Ahad, hari yang kedua, hari kemuncak penutup untuk edisi pertama APMC 2023 yang berlangsung di lita antarabangsa Sepang ini. Dan untuk go-kart di lita antarabangsa go-kart Sepang, masih ada pelumba keluar ke pit bersama dengan pasukan dan kembali semula ke lita. Kerana sesi 20 minit ini adalah penting untuk mereka gunakan dalam setiap sesi. Bukan hanya mereka perlu berada di lita selama 20 minit, tapi keluar masuk itu berlaku disebabkan adjustment untuk mendapatkan setup yang terbaik sebelum menuju perlumbaan, menuju saringan. Walaupun kita nampak belum lagi ada cabaran persaingan sengit di kalangan pelumba, tapi kalau sesi praktis pun kelajuan yang ada akan lebih mendebarkan dalam perlumbaan nanti. 17 pelumba yang akan bersaing. Saya rasa kalau keadaan di sini jika awal baik lap yang pertama kalau berjaya menempatkan di kelompok hadapan, saya rasa akan berikan advantage, kerana di sini okey, Ini kita nak tinggalkan seketika di litar antarabangsa go-kart ini untuk perkembangan karting. Kita nak beralih ke area B untuk menyaksikan Gymkhana dan juga yang sedang hangat berlangsung pada waktu ini untuk sesi yang lebih penting pada sebelah pagi tadi untuk Gymkhana umpamanya dan juga slalom bersebelahan sebenarnya. Venue dua disiplin ini untuk slalom dan juga Gymkhana, mereka telah pun melalui sesi bagi praktis sebelum di peringkat qualifying kelayakan akan berlangsung sebentar saja lagi.
There's just Bradley Matchman making his way around. It's a good session from Bradley. He's been near the top the whole time. Isaac Sia is taking the top portion now. There's Bradley just using great rolling speed. Very young, talented driver coming from Australia. There goes Bradley now into turns 3 and straight down into turn 4. There you go, checker flag is out now. When the session concludes, we will head over to the Gymkhana session going on, where it's using Malaysia's very own production for the Perdua Axia.
Right, kita dah selesai checker flag. Masa 20 minit telah pun selesai untuk sesi latihan bebas ataupun official practice untuk semua pelumba dalam kategori junior ini. Dan kita akan menyaksikan kedudukan dan juga sesi yang telah pun diharungi dan digunakan oleh setiap pelumba muda ini. Ada 17 kesemuanya, termasuk 2 pelumba dari Malaysia, iaitu Katrina dan juga Hendra Adiputra. Hendra jentera ataupun nombor 115, 112 daripada Malaysia juga, itu Katrina E. Wing Tung. Inilah pelumba-pelumba dan juga sesi selepas 20 minit. Mereka gunakan turun dengan tempoh masa yang berbeza, masuk dengan pelumba Malaysia tadi yang turut berada dalam semua 16 pelumba kalau ikutkan yang berada di litar untuk sesi official practice. Kita tinggalkan untuk go-kart, untuk karting di litar antarabangsa go-kart. Kita nak beralih ke area B di litar utama untuk Gymkhana. Inilah sesi-sesi bermula pada awal pagi tadi untuk Gymkhana, dan sebagaimana saya kongsikan tadi sebelum berehat di tengah hari tadi, ialah mereka telah pun mengarungi untuk sesi praktis juga, lebih kepada car test untuk adapt dalam keadaan di sini, dan juga bersama dengan kereta Azia yang digunakan. Di sebelah petang ialah qualifying yang sedang berlangsung. Mereka dibagikan dalam beberapa kategori solo, lelaki dan juga wanita, serta ada juga dalam kategori mix yang dipertandingkan untuk edisi yang pertama untuk APMC dalam kategori disiplin Gymkhana. Okey, salah satu jentera kereta dah keluar.
Number 8, heat 1, company number 8.
So here we have the Gymkhana session officially underway. This is the qualifying session. You can see it's a typical motion with the front wheel drive compact car. The rear wheel will go up in the air as they take up a bit of speed. There we go, a bit of handbrake there in action.
Ini saya rasa peserta daripada Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka ada 2 peserta dalam kategori lelaki. Sri Lanka diwakili oleh Avisha dan seorang lagi ialah Tenuka. Seorang lelaki dan juga seorang wakil wanita dari Sri Lanka. Ini pula daripada Hong Kong. Saya rasa cuma pengesahannya kita akan cuba dapatkan. Tapi yang pasti saya bersenarai awal ada 2 wakil daripada Hong Kong, Chan Zikin dan juga Lee Ko Sing. Dia dipertandingkan kategori lelaki dan juga kategori wanita.
Yeah, you can see it's a good run here going on. Rear wheel up in the air. A lot of 3-wheel action when you push a compact car, front-wheel drive compact car, and it's really always exciting to see. Especially being a very common production car here in Malaysia. It's quite interesting to see cars like this go about in the fashion that they are in a Gymkhana. So for the Gymkhana, we have 38 drivers in this category.
Gymkhana selalu lebih kepada teknikal, kemahiran. Dia tak mudah, tapi saya cuba bayangkan bagaimana peserta yang punya fizikal yang tinggi, sebagaimana salah seorang daripada Uzbekistan tadi tinggi fizikalnya membawa tentera Asia ni satu mencabar juga saya rasa.
Turn on the wipers by accident.
Rasa mungkin tertolak tu dia. Jadi tak pedulikan, yang penting kena fokus. Sebab catatan masa dia berkira bila sesi bermula sebelah, finishing di sini baru catatan masa.
Big thumbs up there.
4717 tengok kalau nampak daripada scoreboard dari sini lah. 47.17 saat.
It seems like a decent time. Definitely the wipers going on gave it some flair, some attitude. Yeah, so that's 2 drivers who have gone around. And
ramai ni
that's right, a lot of drivers more to go. 36 more drivers to make their way around for qualifying.
Kita melihat, saya ingat ini ada senarai penyertaan awal. Kita itulah secara terperincinya agak mencabar untuk kita. Tapi Malaysia, kalau ikut senarai penyertaannya, kita ada Cameron Kachendai James dan juga Amarish Malaka yang mewakili Malaysia. Kita juga ada peserta daripada India, Uzbekistan ada 2 orang. Sri Lanka juga ada, Kyrgyzstan, Indonesia, Taiwan, Singapura daripada Nepal, Korea Selatan juga ada 2 wakil untuk kategori lelaki. Dan untuk kategori wanita ada 10 penyertaan. Termasuk ada Malaysia ialah Aisyah, penyertaan solo tunggal daripada Malaysia. Dan selain itu ada daripada Taiwan, Kyrgyzstan, Singapura, India, Indonesia, Uzbekistan dan juga Hong Kong serta Filipina.
So it's a long qualifying session. We have 210 minutes for qualifying. Now we're just waiting for the next one to go now. Yeah, it's a completely bone stock Purdua Axia 800cc engine, considered a 1-liter engine, 3-cylinder, making just about 67 horsepower and about 70 or 80 newton meters of torque. Very little carbon because it's light, it's quite nippy, so still a bit of fun to be had. Although one thing I'm not certain spec-wise, whether they're running the automatic or the manual. I would imagine the manual spec. That's actually...
Kalau automatic macam nak dapat momentum daripada pick up dia, saya rasa mungkin manual lah.
Should be logically
manual lah.
Yeah.
Kalau
it was automatic.
Oh.
That would be quite amazing to do that in 47 seconds.
Dari Filipina, ya, sesi kelayakan ni saya rasa kebanyakan peserta dah aware setiap rutin yang perlu mereka lengkapkan. Dikatakan the best lap untuk mendapatkan catatan masa terpantas. Oh, ni saya rasa taklah begitu laju, 48 dah melebihi 50 saat saya rasa. Dari segi sebelum menuju penamat melengkapkan sesi kelayakan ini, kita dapatkan nampak daripada jauh, tak nampak berapa timing. Oh, dah hilang lah.
Yeah, I'm feeling it was probably more than a minute too. That looked far from a competitive time. It didn't look like a hot lap. Now, this is one of the Vietnamese drivers, and much like, I was about to say, much like go-kart, you gotta not knock down the cone. So, there's one cone knocked down that will affect the timing penalty-wise.
Tapi dari segi pemanduan kali ini nampak lebih baik. Kelajuan juga meningkat daripada peserta sebelum ini.
Yeah, it's a good one so far from this driver. Besides the cone.
Kalau laju sangat terbalik kita ni.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. It's because its bone stock suspension is so light.
Kereta standard dan setup standard.
Yep. Completely stock. It's such a light car as well. So it would just easily want to roll. This might be a good time. Let's see what it's looking like. 46.55, but a cone was hit, so that will add up to the time. But other than that, that was the fastest time we've had of this qualifying session so far.
Terus kita beralih kepada pelumba atau peserta dari India. Siren dibunyikan bermasuk sesi. Qualifying telah bermula. Salah seorang peserta lagi. Sesi yang panjang sebenarnya, masih lagi sesi antara fasa-fasa awal sebelum menuju ke sesi yang lebih mendebarkan, untuk sesi peringkat saringan nanti. Kelayakan ini akan babitkan untuk kategori solo lelaki dan juga wanita. Sepanjang hari ini apa lagi masuk? Okey, nanti akan beralih selepas sesi kelayakan ini. Mereka akan mengharungi sesi ujian masa, juga sesi saringan yang pertama. Ada beberapa kategori, ada juga kategori. Okey, saya ada dua kategori solo dan juga kategori wanita sepanjang hari sehingga waktu petang nanti.
Yeah, now we're getting ready for the next one. Green flag being shown to indicate that the driver is ready, and off she goes now. It's looking like a very tight route being chosen. A bit less rolling speed, but less distance to be covered. But it is looking an aggressive one. There you go, tap at the brakes there. Brakes and handbrake will be used. That's just the nature of how Gymkhana usually is done. It's actually looking like a decent lap. It's quite a neat and tidy one, and it's actually looking like a really good lap. I think this might be the fastest one. This is the Taiwanese driver. Comes now down to the start line, and very aggressive, and that's a 46.52 without any cone being touched. So that's definitely going to be the fastest time so far.
Alright, kita update sekarang ni seketika di Gymkhana. Kita nak tinggalkan kerana masih lagi panjang untuk sesi kelayakan qualifying, dan kita nak berbalik semula ke litar antarabangsa go-kart untuk menyaksikan sesi-sesi yang lebih menarik untuk go-kart, untuk karting.
And here we have it. This is the go-kart sprint. This time's for the cadet categories, for the even younger kids coming up the ranks. So the timings typically for cadets would be well around the 50-second mark, 50-51.
Alright, dalam kategori cadet ni ada 18 peserta kesemuanya. Pelumba Malaysia ada 2 wakil, Athen Eng dan juga Michael Lederer. Sudah 2 wakil Malaysia, ada beberapa lagi kalau ikut, kebanyakannya menghantar 2 wakil setiap negara. Taiwan, Indonesia, Australia, Singapura, India. Itu antara negara yang menghantar 2 wakil. Dari Chinese Taipei juga, Hong Kong ada seorang, menerusi Huang Mason Alexander. Thailand juga ada seorang wakil, Kamalpu Anuchatu. Uzbekistan, Kim Vladislav. Philippines, dari Filipina, Mariano Axel Nakom. Korea Selatan, Kim Min Jae. Sri Lanka ada peserta tunggal, Tehan Amara Siri. Bukannya usia muda untuk sesi ujian masa saja.
Yeah, it was a time trial whereby this will determine their grip positions later on. We've had the practice sessions earlier on this morning, and now we head into the first very important session of the day. It's going to be crucial to get the best timing out of what they have. And yeah, these cadet categories are really great for all these young drivers coming up the ranks, just to ensure that they get the knowledge into the track, the knowledge into their very beautiful machinery. These are tiny, tiny go-karts for these young drivers, but one thing they don't lack is speed.
Lepas sesi cadet ni, ada 10 minit sebenarnya untuk ujian masa ni dan trial. Kemudian lepas tamat kategori ini, kita akan beralih kepada kategori junior. Ini apa yang akan berlaku di acara go-kart ini. Dan selepas kategori junior, akan ada 10 minit sesi berikutnya untuk ujian masa kategori senior. Dan selepas sesi ujian masa itulah baru kita akan bermula perlumbaan untuk saringan yang pertama. Dalam 3 kategori, kita akan bermula dengan perlumbaan kategori junior, 12 lap yang akan mereka berlumba dan hanya lebih kurang 20 minit. Begitu juga dalam kategori senior, 12 lap juga, manakala cadet adalah 10 lap. Jadi kepada anda kena terus setia untuk menyaksikan persaingan dalam perlumbaan go-kart ini. Ada saringan pertama, kemudian saringan yang kedua juga akan berlangsung hari ini. Belum tamat di hari yang pertama, dan esok kembali adalah sesi yang lebih penting. Jadi bermaksud setiap pelumba bermula cabarannya di sini untuk catatan masa terbaik yang perlu dicatatkan oleh semua pelumba, 18 kesemuanya, sebelum mereka menuju ke perlumbaan bagi saringan. Dan melepasi peringkat 2 saringan, esok adalah penentu segala-galanya. Jam 11 pagi esok akan bermula dengan sesi warm up. Ada juga kategori super heat sebelum perlumbaan yang terakhir juga akan menutup tirai. Final race esok 12 lap juga akan berlangsung. Biasa untuk karting ni final race taklah sampai lewat petang esok, dijangka dalam lebih kurang pukul 2 esok. Dan ini kita akan mengetahui pemenang untuk edisi sulung first edition untuk APMC. Dan kita juga mengharapkan dua pelumba Malaysia iaitu Ethan Eng dan juga Michael dalam kategori cadet ni akan memberikan persembahan terbaik. Juga dalam kategori junior, Katrina dan juga Hendra Adiputra. Kategori senior, Malaysia meletakkan Nick Irwan, Nick Izani dan juga Muhammad Feroz Fazril. Di setiap kategori ada dua wakil Malaysia. Kita selaku tuan rumah, kita mengharapkan ada kelebihan untuk pelumba-pelumba tempatan berada di podium, itu lebih penting. Dan yang paling penting, dalam keadaan selamat. Difahamkan semalam dalam sesi yang terbebas kat sini di Lita Go-Kart ini ada pelumba dari Australia mengalami kecederaan. Itu juga suka dijangka. Apapun untuk setakat ini, sesi yang sedang disaksikan semua dalam keadaan yang baik. Meneruskan baki masa 10 minit untuk ujian masa untuk mendapatkan masa terbaik bagi kategori cadet.
Yeah, definitely. Safety is always our biggest concern, and we're always thinking about the best way to do the fastest racing in the most safest manner possible. Yeah, it's unfortunate that one of the young Aussie drivers picked up an injury yesterday. Nevertheless, these young drivers now going forward with their time trial event. First test and measure of what they may be capable of in the race later on. Of course, if you're just joining us, this is the Asia Pacific Motorsports Championship. Join us on screen currently at the Sepang International Karting Circuit. It's of course a very, very well-respected and well-recognized karting venue, due to its similarities to the main Sepang International Circuit, and also with a great track surface to drive on. As usual, the go-kart machines that will be run for the cadet will be on the 2 strokes. One thing that they have is plenty of power. They reach pretty fast speeds, these cadet karts. Of course, there will be parameters that can be adjusted, such as camber adjustments as well as front ride height. Follow them around. That was number 20 of Blake Purvis, the Aussie Aussie driver, who's just about 13 years of age, 12 years of age actually. 12 years of age, turning 13 in just a couple of months. He comes back into pit lane. Now there we're looking at number 24. That in this case would be just about halfway through the time trial. And this is just one of the Thai drivers actually, Kamalpu Anachatul. 11 years of age only. A young driver hailing from Thailand. Thailand does have a great development system for four-wheeled drivers and races. It's really shown. It's really shown itself as the Thai riders have progressed into the higher level of four-wheeled motor racing. And with that all said, the checker flag has come out now to conclude the time trial session. The fastest on track is Riley Harrison from Australia. It's a great session there for Riley Harrison. So the Aussies in this go-kart championship really are showing out. There we go. Riley Harrison, Lee Ting, Blake Pruitt. That's your top three. Zhang Sum. Zhang Sum is fourth. And fifth is Shisun. Then going straight down to the next page. A few drivers who didn't come out. But that goes a very exciting cadet time trial session at the Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship. And here we are back to the action of the kart slalom. This is the fun little layout that we have here at the Sepang International Circuit for the Asia Pacific Motorsports Championship. It's running a 4-stroke kart, very much different from the karts that we just saw out on the International Karting Circuit. It's Basha again.
Running order 1 to 10, please stay standby. Running order, please.
He just completes another session.
1 to 10, please stay standby.
This session right now.
The timing check, we are immediately running the round to heat 1, round 2.
Sesi saringan dia ni, mungkin sesi hit.
Yeah, that's right. This will be the first heat, the first timings that really count towards the finale. Now we're just trying to keep a lookout for any timings that we can see. Much like the Gymkhana, we're looking for the timings somewhere along the course there. There we go, just another lap coming in now. Ooh, and already there's a cone knocked over. But with that all said and done, we're going to head back to the go-kart session. It's junior time trials time. So we saw the juniors going out earlier for their practice. You can see everyone getting heated in tires immediately, sliding the rear around. That was a pretty telling practice session earlier on, but now it's all about who has improved, who's actually going to make progress and try to take that top 3, that front row spot away. Our starting positions will be much desired for the front row. As This is a quick 10-minute qualifying time trial session that they're going to have here as they come out. So within 10 minutes, so that should give them, if they were to stay up for the whole session, that would give them anything between 11 to 12 laps. It's calculated based on the average timing that we usually have here at the Sepang International Karting Circuit. Very, very popular choice of track for go-kart enthusiasts and motorsport enthusiasts altogether.
Di sini juga kadang-kadang berlangsung dalam two wheels perlombaan juga. Namun sebagaimana anda saksikan, sekarang dah baki separuh. Kurang saya rasa lebih kurang 5 minit lagi selepas sesi kategori cadet di kategori junior, untuk setiap pelumba mendapatkan catatan masa terbaik mereka. Dan di sini saya kongsikan tadi ada dua wakil Malaysia, Katrina yang jentera nombor 112 saya rasa, okey 114, dan juga 115 iaitu Hendra Adiputra.
That's right, two Malaysians competing in this. You can see the timing up on the top left of your screen. 5 minutes and a bit left. So make the way around now.
Saya ada 5 minit lagi daripada 10 minit setiap sesi yang diberikan. Sebelum kita nak beralih selepas kategori junior, ada time trial untuk kategori senior. Juga akan menyaksikan wakil tadi ialah Katrina, nombor 114 tadi. Dan sesi kali ini kita nampak lebih laju kerana berbanding dengan sesi praktis. Ya, sesi praktis kita tahu mereka nak dapatkan adapt, nak dalam line yang betul untuk mengambil selekoh. Dan sekarang ini ialah sesi yang paling penting mereka sebelum menuju peringkat perlombaan nanti di saringan yang pertama. 108 itu SFC. Dalam keadaan yang juga keadaan yang cukup baik. Dalam keadaan Lita juga dalam keadaan yang terbaik mereka walaupun mencabar dalam keadaan yang panas. Dalam perlombaan kalau keadaan panas dan Lita kering, itu yang lebih penting nak dibandingkan dalam keadaan hujan. Kurang 4 minit, ada 3 minit 50 saat lagi. Semua pelumba berada Lita 17 pelumba kesemuanya. Masuklah pelumba-pelumba Malaysia, ada 2, Katrina dan juga Hendra Adiputra. Ini 108. Set yang terus dalam kedudukan yang baik, mengambil setiap selekor, 11 selekor kesemuanya. Menuju separuh lap sebelum ini, selekor 5, selekor 6, untuk menuju 2 selekor yang terakhir, selekor yang ke-11 sebelum straight line menuju kembali semula selekor yang pertama. Di sini nanti dalam perlombaan sebenarnya kita akan nampak persaingan yang lebih sengit. Di sini yang mereka perlu menempatkan dalam kelompok hadapan. 12 lap, 10 lap untuk kategori cadet, 12 lap untuk kategori junior. 12 lap ni sekejap saja. Jadi kalau mereka tak ambil peluang daripada awal, itu akan menyukarkan untuk memintas kerana ramai, ada 17 pelumba peserta kesemuanya dalam kategori ini. Jadi itu juga akan menguji kebijaksanaan setiap pelumba nanti untuk memastikan mereka berjaya menempatkan dalam kelompok hadapan. Kelompok hadapan akan ada advantage. Pelumba di Lita Go-Kart Sepang ini dan juga sama-sama dengan 17 peserta kesemuanya.
Just 2 minutes and a bit left in the junior time trials. Currently leading the way is Isaac Sia from Singapore. Right behind him is Key Burke from Australia. And Bradley Mudgman, another young Aussie. He completes the top 3 for now. So it comes down to these last few laps. Should have about 3 laps left in it with the amount of time left. So right now, time is trickling down. The drivers
besting the weather conditions, which
Isn't too extreme today. It's not extremely hot, but it's still gonna be hot and humid out there. In suit, gloves, and helmets. It's a beautiful attempt to have an overtake on the outside, but unfortunately that just couldn't stick.
Kurang 1 minit akan tamat sesi ujian masa. Untuk kategori junior, kita akan juga menyaksikan secara rasminya nanti catatan masa yang dilakukan oleh kesemua 17 pelumba. Termasuklah 2 dari Malaysia. Oh, bahaya tadi yang perlahankan. Dia tadi membiarkan Satu 100 itu Lee Ting Ho dari Hong Kong. Okay, ini antara lap-lap penghujung dan terakhir. Flag sebentar nanti. Kategori junior untuk semua 17 pelumba. Saya rasa ada beberapa pelumba pun telah pun keluar masuk ke pit. Maka lebih awal sebelum secara rasminya kini kalau kita lihat 10 minit diberikan pada 17 pelumba ini untuk sesi mendapatkan catatan masa yang terbaik mereka untuk best lap untuk permulaan grid nanti dalam perlumbaan di peringkat saringan. Jadi 10 minit telah pun selesai kategori junior, kategori kedua dalam sesi ujian masa selepas cadet, junior, dan selepas ini satu lagi kategori akan melengkapkan sesi ujian masa, iaitu bagi kategori senior yang juga akan diberikan 10 minit untuk kesemua pelumba. Mungkin kita akan tinggalkan seketika untuk go-kart, untuk di litar antarabangsa go-kart Sepang ini. Kita nak akan menjenguk di beberapa venue lagi, beberapa disiplin sebagaimana kita kongsikan dari awal tadi, iaitu di slalom, dan ini lebih dekat untuk kita menyaksikan kedudukan di pit, dan inilah menerusi catatan masa dilakukan oleh kesemua pelumba untuk Malaysia. Katrina juga Hendra Adiputra, kelompok 10 terbaik tadi. Ini melengkapkan kesemua 17 pelumba untuk kategori junior. Selesai sudah ujian masa time trial untuk 2 kategori, cadet dan juga junior. Dan sekali lagi, sementara nanti kita akan nantikan dan kita akan beralih menyaksikan untuk kategori senior pula selepas ini. Dan kita nak kembali ke slalom untuk melihat perkembangan update apa yang berlaku untuk waktu ini. Peringkat kelaikan juga peringkat hit untuk slalom selepas sesi yang panjang di sebelah pagi untuk 2 sesi free practice untuk setiap peserta nak adapt untuk mendapatkan catatan masa. Sekali lagi untuk kategori ini, untuk disiplin slalom ini, oh di belakang tu saya satu Adele. Adele ialah peserta dari Malaysia. Dia perlu mendapatkan catatan masa terpantas dan obstacle dengan halangan-halangan yang perlu ditempuh ini. Dan yang paling penting adalah fokus mereka selain catatan masa, mereka perlu elak daripada melanggar kod kerana akan ada penalti. Catatan masa tadi ada 2 kon yang terlanggar, nampak. Best lap ataupun satu session yang menarik daripada peserta ini. Walaupun ada beberapa koin terjatuh tadi. Tak puas hati dengan kedudukan ni saya rasa. Kerana banyak kesilapannya ialah terlanggar koin. Kalau boleh elak, mereka perlu elak seminimum. Kalau logiknya pasti akan ada pelanggaran kerana mereka memerlukan kelajuan juga. Tapi kalau handling yang bagus, itu juga adalah ujian utama juga kepada setiap peserta dalam slalom ini. Dua kategori dipertandingkan, kategori wanita dan kategori lelaki. Top 8 akan layak ke pusingan seterusnya bagi kategori lelaki. Jadi Aiden Khalid adalah peserta Malaysia untuk kategori lelaki, manakala Adele adalah kategori wanita juga dari Malaysia. Sini Adele ni, Daniel.
Yeah, it looks like it's Adele. She makes her way. It was a half decent turn, but she let off the gas and it just went off. She just held on a little bit longer. She would have made that turn a bit nice and tidier, but unfortunately, she's unable to make it happen.
Cabar untuk Adele. Dia cuba untuk dapatkan momentum. Dari segi kontrol, nak mengawal tu pun agak mencabar untuk Adele. Tapi nampak lebih baik daripada sesi sebelah pagi tadi. Dua sesi praktis. Dia menuju penghujung untuk melengkapkan halangan yang seterusnya sebelum tamat. Kembali semula ke penamat. Adele selesai.
Yeah, Adele had a few cones knocked down there, so they're gonna be very wary of what a time actually is with all the penalties that she'll be having. It's a tough little tight circuit that they've built with these cones. It's gonna be really a matter of complete driver accuracy. Just being able to just negotiate everything properly. Already we have a cone knocked off. It was looking good, but losing a bit too much rolling speed there by sliding that much. And again, so rolling speed truly important in this, and a few times there we saw, it's another cone gone there. Yeah, the issue is if you slide a kart like this one, a four-stroke kart with not much torque, the issue is you lose a lot of rolling speed, and it really just affects how you exit the turns in the end. It's important to enter really with good speed so that you can exit just nicely. For now, this is looking a decent lap. It's nothing that will disturb the timing too much, except for the cones that have fallen, so that is going to be something to be wary of.
Kita tinggalkan seketika untuk slalom kerana masih lagi sesi yang panjang. Penting di sini di litar antarabangsa go-kart Sepang ini ialah sesi kategori yang ketiga, kategori senior yang masuk ke litar untuk sesi ujian masa ataupun time trial. Ini juga membabitkan pelumbu-pelumbu dari Malaysia. Ada dua wakil. Tadi saya dah kongsikan, tapi saya nak update lagi sekali lagi. Wakil Malaysia ialah Nick Irwan, Nick Izani dan juga Muhammad Fazril. Nick saya rasa 223, manakala Feroz 222, triple 2 dan juga 223 lah dari Malaysia. Mereka ada masa 6 minit, saya rasa 6 minit lebih kurang untuk sesi ini. Semuanya dalam kategori senior. Berapa peserta? Ada 2. Ini antara yang teramai dalam go-kart. Kategori cadet ada 18, junior ada 17 peserta, manakala untuk senior ada 24. Kalau ikut senarai awal yang akan memberikan macam mana perlombaan nanti, itu yang akan jadi menarik untuk kita melihat dalam kategori senior nanti. Jadi sekali lagi, dengan 11 lekoh di litar go-kart Sepang ini, rasa permulaan di kelompok hadapan tu akan ada advantage dalam perlombaan nanti. Setiap pelumba perlu bijak. Ini sesi yang berbeza. Sesi perlombaan nanti akan lebih mendebarkan berbanding dengan sesi time trial ni.
Yeah, this time trial is all about getting the fastest lap time and being able to start in the best position possible. The start of any go-kart race is always fireworks, so if you can get to the front, you can try to play a bit of defensive riding. If starting somewhere mid-pack, you really have to try and dive in at some point of the first lap to try and make some early gains.
Ini salah seorang peserta dari Malaysia, Triple 2, Feroz, 222, 223, Nick. Kita tak menaruh harapan kepada dua wakil Malaysia untuk edisi yang pertama kategori senior ini untuk go-kart. Yang penting mereka dapat menamatkan perlombaan dalam keadaan yang selamat, itu yang penting. Perjalanan masih lagi panjang. Esok adalah penamat untuk kita melihat sama ada wakil Malaysia dapat naik ke podium ataupun tidak untuk ketiga-tiga kategori ini. Masuk untuk Nick dan juga Feroz yang bersaing berlumba dalam kategori senior.
Right now we have a few drivers already coming back in. Just over 3.5 minutes left in this session now for the senior category. Now I always find go-kart senior categories interesting because you have drivers from all different spectrums of racing in four-wheel motorsports come together. Some who have already raced in touring cars, some who have raced in GT cars, and some of them are just young graduates who simply have reached the higher level of the competition. But now we're just following them around the final bits and bobs of the circuit, the final section into the last turn. For now the advantage timing wise still plays into the hands of Yehan David from Sri Lanka. So very good representative there for Sri Lanka. Prasetyo Harcha from Indonesia, he's up in the second for now.
Terus kedudukannya ke-8 dia tengok Nick lebih baik dan kedudukan ke-6 setakat ini. Tapi perubahannya akan berlaku hingga ke hujung, terutamanya apabila tamat 10 minit. Mereka ada 2 minit lagi. Mereka kena ambil peluang untuk mendapatkan best lap. Inilah penentu grid nanti untuk perlombaan, peringkat saringan, peringkat awal.
Now here we got driver number 209. Nurez Ghaffur from Singapore just making his way around. Two representatives of Singapore, Nurez Ghaffur on screen, as well as Alex Brown. Both actually relatively young in their own rights. Nurez Ghaffur only 19 years of age. Sorry, 18 years of age, yet to turn 19. Alex Brown himself is turning 20, or has turned 20, yes. He has turned 20 this year. Not too senior, but definitely going towards the upper stages of racing. So just a minute left here at the Sepang International Karting Circuit. Now we have some drivers already slowing down, either pleased or puzzled on how to improve further. You see that's right down into the pit entry. You can see in the background there's some renovations going on around Sepang. Well, renovations, we should say actually it's more towards expansion of the Sepang International Circuit. It's not, of course, not the track that's getting bigger, but more facilities are being added to enhance the experience that we can have here at the Sepang International Circuit. Hand being raised there just to indicate that he will be making his way back into pit lane. It's Nurse Gaffor.
Secara rasminya akan tamat 10 minit. Yap, checker flag. Untuk selesai ke semua kategori 3 kategori. Untuk ujian masa time trial. Ada 24 pelumba kesemuanya peserta dalam go-kart kategori C ni, antara yang teramai dari 3 kategori yang dipertandingkan untuk salah satu disiplin yang dipertandingkan di APMC, iaitu go-kart. Selain e-sports semakin rancak, begitu juga slalom, Gymkhana. Kita akan melihat kedudukan dan juga catatan yang dilakukan oleh setiap peserta, dan ini dia Wakil Malaysia, Nick, Irwan dan juga Feroz. 7 dan juga 8 menurut catatan masa yang digunakan.
So the timing that you guys see there was actually the total time that they were out on track. The average lap time here at the Sepang International Karting Circuit would be well around anywhere between 48 to 51 seconds. This is the views down in pit lane as everyone gets working onto the carts and preparing it for the next session. Right now the sun is has come out to play eventually here at the Sepang International Circuit. Properly hot weather here that we have. So we're gonna have the first heat for the cadet category, 10 laps, coming up right after this. Stay tuned with us.
Okey, dari Lita Go-Kart kembali ke area B, ke disiplin slalom yang masih lagi membabitkan peringkat awal, iaitu peringkat qualifying selepas sesi latihan bebas di sebelah pagi tadi daripada Nepal. Berikan cabaran untuk kategori ini Aman Chaudhary.
Yeah, Ahmad Chaudhary, we saw him early on struggling to get to grips with how to negotiate around this tricky layout, but he's improved on forwards and he is making steady progress. Of course, for the karting slalom, it's all about accuracy and really carrying the right amount of speed. Following Aman, lost quite a lot of drive coming out there, and yeah, that's definitely not the lap time he would have hoped for. Now waiting for the next contestant to make their way out onto the tight and very technical layout that's been done here by the FIA for the Asia Pacific Motorsports Championship, the inaugural round here at the Sepang International Circuit. So right now we're just waiting for the next one to go on. And there we go. Cone being lifted and the time will begin now. This is Shiansaka Arambawata, hailing from Sri Lanka. It's looking like a very decent lap so far. This is looking really good. There we go. That's how you do it. That is really very neatly done. And look at that. The placement of the front wheel is absolutely perfect. And this is exactly... Ooh, right there. You just lost a lot of drive. You had to dab on the brakes to try and avoid the cones, but that definitely harmed his lap time slightly. Still keeping on forward. That's really aggressive there. It's actually really nicely done. Very, very tidy work. So you guys into it's really, really good lap so far.
Antara peserta yang saya rasa mampu untuk mencabar dalam kategori ini. Oh, dan tiba untuk menamatkan sesi yang penting. Ramai lagi yang akan turun untuk teruskan sesi bagi kelakon di sebelah petang ini. Selain bermula dari awal tadi, dua sesi untuk praktis di sebelah pagi, dan selepas mereka berehat, dan seterusnya kita beralih fokus kepada Song Yilin dari Korea Selatan. Masalah pada awalnya, tidak ada kesilapan dengan pelanggaran kod, clean setakat ini. Dalam kedudukan yang masih dalam kedudukan yang baik.
Very interesting. The written what's written on the song suit, which is peaches. Does maybe question what the reference is towards. Definitely ooh, it was a decent lap up until that cone got dropped there, so that's a bit unfortunate. And the cone at the end gets pushed as well, so that's not the best lap. I'd imagine definitely some couple of cones being pushed out of the way, so that's going to be something that the stewards will take note of. So yeah, here we're looking at Basha. Oh dear, and again, Basha just unable to keep it under control, and yeah, that's again another cone hit for her. The Nepali rider. So try and figure out next one run to see whether that can be improved. Still see plenty of confusion for her as she heads back to the start-finish area. But for now, we're going to leave the slalom drivers alone, and we're going to head to the go-kart track where we have karting sprint. Heat 1 about to begin for the cadets. 10 laps of hot action coming up right ahead.
Di sesi yang lebih penting untuk kita nak menyaksikan bagi kategori kadet, ada 18 pelumba kesemuanya sepatutnya. Jadi mereka akan bermula nanti di permulaan grid.
Yeah, for cadets, we had the time trial early on, and now they're gonna head out for first heat session. Go-kart heats are always full of mass excitement. It's really going to be a scruff out there, especially with such many young talents coming up the ranks. They will all be hungry to prove what they're capable of. Here they are now, they get ready to form up in formation. It's all about discipline as you slowly wheel your way into position. It's all about ensuring that you find the right spots, because as soon as it begins, it's all about getting the best flyer that you can get in. As for now, they're just making their way around last half of the circuit before you come to the start finish line at the front. That is truly when the action will all begin. Now there they make their way around turn 8. Everyone just watching in anticipation. Who's going to get the jump at the start? Who's going to be able to choose the exact right line into turn 1 and 2? Double right-hander before the flip to the left. See there, everyone being told to slow down. See all line up and form up together. You can see the clouds of two-stroke smoke fuming as they're just burning rich right now. Here they are forming up into the last corner. And the first heat of the Karting Cup will begin as they come around the last turn of the Sepang International Karting Circuit. And it gases on and they come across the start-finish line, and we are racing. And now it's a run down to the line into turn 1 and 2. Everyone battling for the inside line, but ultimately at the front, there's a clear gap. Ooh, this is a really great start there for number 15.
Yang saya katakan, kalau pelumba dengan kedudukan yang 18 peserta pelumba, ialah daripada awal yang mana boleh mendapatkan di kelompok depan, kita ada gap yang jauh pendahulu. Jadi kelompok besar di belakang akan ada perebutan, terutamanya menuju di lap yang terakhir, iaitu 10 lap untuk hit yang pertama. Biasa berubah masih lagi, mereka ada masa, ada 9 lap lagi pendahulu. Dan setakat ini semuanya dalam kedudukan yang baik. Kita cuba untuk mendapatkan perkembangan dan jadi mana kedudukan pelumba-pelumba Malaysia. Ada 2 wakil dalam kategori cadet ini, iaitu Ethan dan juga Michael. Pelumba, mereka berlumba di hit yang pertama. Sebelah sini iaitu Conrad Kara yang sedang mendahului dari Singapura. Manakala pencabarnya di kedudukan yang kedua begitu sengit di tempat yang kedua ialah Riley Harrison, dua pelumba yang akan menjadi perhatian nombor 15 dari Singapura. Daripada lap yang pertama dia bijak untuk mendapatkan kelompok hadapan dan juga tempat yang pertama. Kalau kedudukan ini kekal, tapi kita lihat kedudukannya tak selamat untuk pendahulu ini, iaitu Conrad, kerana 2 pelumba sudah pun tiba. 19 yang taklah begitu jauh di tempat yang kedua, itu Riley Harrison dari Australia. Pasti akan membuat reaksi dalam lap yang terakhir, yang ada 8 lap.
Yeah, just 8 laps to go in this cadet heat 1. And still at the front and strong. It was a great start there from Conrad Garrow. But right now, the gap that he had is slowly being reduced because Riley Harrison really is charging on, and Blake Purvis as well right behind Riley. He's really in a great charge. Now the gap is slowly reducing, steadily reducing. They're getting good slipstream behind Conrad. They go into turn 1 and 2, and really closing now is Riley. Turn 3 there, you can see the gap is really reducing quickly. So Conrad, who had a great start, is now going to have to fend off the attack of Riley right behind him. It's going to be a real scrap very soon. Being young drivers, they will try to make that move early. Some of the more senior drivers, they might try to wait until the last lap, but in this case, Riley definitely has quite a good pace. So they go into the final few turns, the sweeping S turns of the Sepang International Karting Circuit, and into the last turn. It looks like Riley's really closing on. He's going to get great slipstream as he goes down the front straight. But again, it's not close enough, but they are closing down the gap between themselves and Conrad. Through 1 and 2 and into turn 3, they are starting to bunch up. It looks like it's a battle between the top 3 for now. 4th and 5th. It's Kim Vladislav who's falling out of touch a bit with the top 3 there. Ooh, that's a great move on the inside. He does for Michael Lederer. Now right at the front, Conrad really under pressure now from Riley. Here's a quick replay of that move. That was absolutely beautiful, sticking right to the rear there and then jumping on the inside. What an absolutely beautiful maneuver that was. That was overtaking 101, and oh, it's fought back again. This is a proper battle now between Kim Vladislav. At the front, the top 3 still between Conrad Riley and Blake Purvis. And also no one showing the front to Conrad. Riley's been in this position for quite a while now. It's just unable to seek the advantage ahead of Conrad. They go into the final turn now. When they come across the line, there'll be 4 laps remaining. Blake there, he's just looking like he's losing a bit of pace. He's just unable to follow all the way through. But for now, into turn 1 and 2, Riley really closing up on Conrad. It might happen at turn 3, but I don't think it's going to be close enough. He might try for the last turn. So you're now at turn 4 and 5 and 6 again. It's a very difficult place to make an overtaking maneuver that will stick. But Riley playing this very well. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Conrad's hands now. He tries to defend first place in the first heat. Jumping right to the back. Ooh, it's literally so close between these two. Vladislav really having to defend with all his might. And now back in the front, Conrad still under pressure from Riley. Riley looking like he's just playing those tighter lines and making it work for him very well. That's Mika Vin, beg your pardon, between Kim Min-ja and Mika Min. Just 3 laps remaining, and here we go, Mika trying to make the move stick, and it's just really sticking to the grids. Actually brilliant racing. His spatial awareness is so good. Now back at the front, Conrad still trying to defend that lead. Looks like Blake just falling out of touch now. Riley really looking on. Kim and Jay there just trying to hold on to 4th place. Conrad and Riley just keeping the gap almost the same the entire race so far. Harrison just trying to put Conrad under pressure. He's only got 2 laps remaining, including this one. So realistically, Riley has to try to make something happen on this lap, or at least just close the gap. Looks like Conrad had better drive coming out of turn 4 and 5 into 6. Now it's into 7 and 8. Looks like Conrad's starting to pull away for this. Conrad could have just been conserving energy because he's suddenly looking like the much faster driver. For now, here comes Riley behind him. Riley just not close enough through to the last turn, and Conrad looking like he's just found a bit of extra late pace now. It's the last lap as they go into turn 1 and 2. And yeah, it looks like Conrad's really on it now. Riley just unable to respond. And there's not been a single occasion where Conrad hasn't led this race. This Heat 1 has really been an impressive ride by Conrad. That's equally impressive by Riley, but Conrad just getting that edge at the start and really able to pull away and maintain that lead. And for now, just looking a bit further back, Kim has dropped a position down and given it to Mika. Right behind them, we have a few more drivers as well closing up. But let's see back in the front. Conrad looking like he's taking charge in the front. He's got increased the gap, so he saved his energy to the right moment. And that concludes Heat 1 for the Cadet Championship. And the winner of Heat 1 goes to Conrad Garrow. In second place, Riley Harrison. In third place, Blake Purvis. What a fantastic start to the competitive racing here at the Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship. Heat 1 for the cadets, not disappointing one bit. Absolutely beautiful racing by all these young drivers, and my oh my, this is pure great entertainment that we're seeing right now. So this is what it looks like for the Heat 1. Conrad Garrow in first place, Riley Harrison second, Blake in third, Mika Vin fourth. It was quite the fight for the victory there that we saw. For a second there, it looked like Riley Harrison might have just pit the likes of Conrad, but Conrad saving the energy right to the end. Absolutely brilliant driving by Conrad. But that concludes Heat 1. We're going to head to a short break and we'll be right back with more action right after this.
Ini akan menjadi satu weekend yang begitu meriah untuk Motorsports. Saya berharap ini adalah satu stepping stone untuk permotoran di Malaysia.
Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship. It's a groundbreaking for the whole FIA. 23 countries in and affordable vehicles in certain disciplines of the FIA. It is going to be in the 30th of September to the 1st of October. But having 120 participants, it's a big championship. So I congratulate the region. I thank the VP of Asia and all the best from me. And we're here to support you.
Hi everybody, Long here. I'm really excited about the Asia Pacific Motorsport Championships.
The Asia Pacific Motorsports Championship in Sepang, September 30th to the 1st of October. We would like to welcome all of you, especially those who are participating and fans of all of these motorsports disciplines, to a wonderful and thrilling weekend. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Be there.
Welcome back to the Sepang International Circuit. We're here for the Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship 2023. This is the inaugural round for the championship. It's the first time we're having this grand scenes here, hosted by none other than the FIA and MAM. What a great ground it has been for the inaugural year of the Asia Pacific Motorsports Championship. It's been great so far. We've had Gymkhana, we've got the karting slalom that's on screen right now, we've got the karting cup as well that just concluded with the heat one for the cadets. This karting slalom has been really quite interesting. It's all about precision driving, and you can really see who has that little bit of edge when it comes to tight spaces here. A lot of skill that takes to really negotiate these kind of tight, twisty little slalom areas that we have. As of right now, we're just waiting for the next competitor to head out for the slalom. It's going to be a matter of who can really just find that edge and just find the balance between speed and control and really make the most out of the time that's given. And that's a driver with the helmet that resembles Lewis Hamilton. Very nice and classy looking helmet indeed.
Okay, behind the team, Heat 1, round 3 is about to start. Heat 1, round 3. Okay? Heat 1, round 3, copy? Okay? So with reverse order.
As for right now, we're just waiting for
okay. We are running the reverse order.
next session to commence. Currently just waiting for the stewards to flag everyone off, but for now the weather in Sepang has picked up heat-wise. This is more or less the weather that we truly expected here at the Sepang International Circuit. This morning it looked really nice and cool. It was raining when I was coming on the way, but Thankfully here at the Sepang International Circuit, it was beautiful dry weather and it was just cloud cover all around, so it was just absolutely brilliant for racing. I'm sure everyone enjoyed their morning sessions, but now the heat definitely has started to pick up once again. So right now, just getting news that in a short bit, we're going to get a little bit of a talk between Azam Mubin and none other than Jazman Jafar. So that will happen in a short while. Just waiting for them to sort everything out. But for now, we're just looking at the scenes of the karting slalom. And we're gonna head down to Azam Mubin with none other than the Malaysian legend Jazman Jafar.
Thank you, Daniel. Inilah perkembangan semasa saya bersama dengan Malaysian Captain Jazman. So Jazman, so how was your update for right now?
Alhamdulillah, bakat kita Nakib Azlan telah memenangi semi-final B di pasukan tim Malaysia e-sport, dan Imran Zuhaili telah dapat tempat keempat di semi-final A. So maksudnya dia top 6 sahaja yang akan ke pusingan terakhir final nanti dalam pukul 4.30, di mana individu kategori akan diadakan nanti di sini di SIC.
Baik, itu e-sports. Dan Jazman, daripada pagi kita tahu sibuk dari venue ke venue, disiplin ke disiplin. Setakat ni Jazman tengok perkembangan lain dari segi lain disiplin mungkin?
Sekarang karting slalom dengan Gymkhana telah bermula free practice mereka. Tadi free practice pun dalam top 5 juga, adalah good standing start lah. Go-kart di mana heat 1 dan heat 2 akan bermula sekejap lagi, tapi qualifying bakat Malaysia kita kebanyakan dalam top 6. So saya berharap ini adalah cabaran yang agak besar untuk mereka, tapi janji konsistensi terus ke peringkat semi-final dan final lah.
Inilah benchmark pertama sebab edisi sulung. Okey, dari segi penganjuran perjalanan, sebab ni hari pertama, esok adalah hari kemuncak. Setakat ini perjalanan dari semua venue, daripada penglihatan Malaysian Captain.
Sebenarnya ni event secara keseluruhan ni kali pertama yang berada di Malaysia. So biasalah kita pun sebagai tuan rumah ni ekspektasi itu agak tinggi. Tapi Timbalan Menteri Kementerian Belia dan Sukan YB Adam Adli pun memberi sokongan yang penuh, dan insya-Allah piala dan medal yang telah dilancarkan pada pagi tadi itu adalah target yang kita nak capai, insya-Allah.
Okey, setakat ini peribadi daripada Jazman, puas hati dari segi penganjuran dari setiap venue atas 5 disiplin di pertandingan untuk kita selaku tuan rumah.
Sebenarnya saya paling respect yang orang atas VP FIA semua berada di sini, seperti Robert Reid, Valerio dan juga Long Nian Lee, memberi sokongan penuh untuk membangunkan sukan pemotoran dari segi Asia. So sekarang 4 roda ni telah diberikan satu peluang untuk peringkat akar umbi untuk represent Malaysia ke peringkat antarabangsa. So saya berharap ini adalah platform yang mengada setiap tahun, dan wakil Malaysia insya-Allah sukan-sukan ni akan di-approve oleh IOC lah, International Olympic Committee, untuk masuk di Sukan Olimpik 2028.
Ya. Apa yang kongsikan oleh Jazman ni menunjukkan bahawa hubungan Malaysia dan juga FIM dan FIA ni sangat baik pada saya. Jadi mungkin dah ada hint-hint untuk next edition di sini, ataupun ada perancangan lebih besar untuk 4 roda ataupun untuk Sukan Pemotoran Malaysia?
Saya pun berada di opening dinner semalam. FIA pun berasa bergembira lah, 23 negara yang berada di Malaysia hari ini, 170 peserta yang telah komit. So itu adalah salah satu sign yang terbaik lah untuk membangunkan APMC ini, dan kami pun memberi sokongan yang penuh terhadap FIA dan FIA Asia Pacific untuk menganjurkan ni kepada tahun yang akan datang.
Baik, terima kasih Jazman. Kita akan terus dapatkan update kepada Malaysia Captain. Committed Jazman dari peserta sepanjang minggu ni tak tahan Jazman.
Semua daripada team building hari tu di rival sampai sekarang, tapi semangat sebabkan agama, bangsa dan negara.
Yes, alright. Thank you. Back to you, Daniel.
Thank you so much, Aslan and Jasmine, and we're underway for the Junior Cup for the go-karts. And ooh, someone's gone wide there, but back at the front now, the action is hot. Some drivers going wide and really wide there. Through comes in from second. I believe that's one of the Aussie drivers. That should be Bradley, I think, that's gone at the front there. Just bear with us as we try to pick up the numbers that we're seeing on track. It's a proper scrap at the start there. We've cut that real close right at the start. At the front there already, just like in the cadets, we're seeing a bit of a gap evolving at the front, but just as we saw with the cadets, it might be reduced towards the end of the race. It is only the first lap. It's the opening lap of Heat 1, and now they come through the last turn. Everyone fighting for grip as the tires are still coming up into temperature. That's lap 1 done. It's fast through there to make the way into turn 3, and there was an aggressive move there into second place, but I think it's just been switched up once again. For now, into turns 4 and 5, you can see how much faster these bikes are, and yes, that is Keyberg at the front there. Right behind him, that's Isaac Sia. Pickup looks like Keyberg really trying to make a break for it for now. And it looks like he's confident at the front. He's had a great start there. They come around into the last turn now. And it's a really fiery start already here at the Sepang International Karting Circuit. Got the Malaysian driver there. He's running in 6th currently. It's Hendradi Putra who's currently running in 6th. Now they make their way. It looks like Keyberg is really just running along with this, and he's just finding so much room in front of him. Just keep on pulling the gap away. Now they make their ways through turns 6, 7, and then to 8. And look how much further Keyberg already is. He's just really confident. A bit of bump there as he touched the apex. Now it's looking like a really good lap for him. Katrina Ewing doing a great job there. She's in 5th currently. Keyberg just really trying to pull the gap away, but not too far behind him. That's Bradley Magnum. Bradley really keeping the pressure on there. Look at the gap there physically between 1st and 2nd. It's a gap that's maintaining, but it's not really increasing there for Keyberg, so he has to be quite cautious about how he goes about it. Now there's visually it looks like the gap's actually reducing, so it's gonna be even more interesting as we still have 8 laps to go once they cross the start-finish line. For them through the start-finish line. Keep making their way forwards now. Keyberg still holding on to 1st place, 2nd. Ooh, under pressure, and now that would be. And the pressure now is Isaac Sia applying the pressure there. He's really trying to push him wide. It's Rian Damadasa who's under pressure from Isaac, and they go through the last 10. I think Isaac's definitely going to try and pull that move into turn 1 and 2. For now, where did it go? There we go into the turn 1 and 2 goes Isaac Sia, and he makes that move stick, but fighting back immediately is Rian, but he's unable to regain that position back. So Rian goes down into 4th place. Isaac improves up into 3rd, and now it's a proper scrap between the few of them. Look at this overtaking maneuver there. Just went on the inside, used the slipstream, and in goes Isaac. And what a move. That was very clean. Used turn 1 to his advantage, that double apex right, and just played that block pass absolutely beautifully. Ooh, and look under pressure now. is Rian Damadasa. Rian, he's under pressure from Katrina. Katrina really trying to make a move on Rian, but she's just not close enough on this lap. She might try on the next lap. So 6 laps to go here at the Junior Heat 1. Flying at the front of both Keith Burke and Bradley Matchman. The two Aussies really doing a great job there in first and second place. But here comes Katrina now. She's putting the pressure. She's piling the pressure on Rian. I must say the person who's gaining quite a lot is Isaac. He's got his eyes set on Bradley in front of him, and on the inside goes Katrina. What a move that was on the last turn. That is not a move you see every day on the last turn, making it stick. That is a very, very, very tricky move to pull. It's amazing that she found the grip and the corner speed to do that. Look as she just comes in to the last turn. She just finds that gap around Isaac and just sticks the front of her cart into the inside line. And she makes it stick absolutely beautifully. Isaac, nothing he could do about that. What a move that was by the young Malaysian driver. Mind you, Katrina is only 13 years of age, and what a mature overtake that was. Absolutely spectacular. And now at the front, Key Burke doing a good job, but now Bradley starting to put the pressure on as he comes behind. There's Katrina now. She's pulling the gap away as well. She's trying to claw the gap in front of her, but with 4 laps, I think that's not really going to happen for her in this heat. Now the top 3, they're starting to bunch up a bit. Katrina, she's getting under pressure there from Rian Damadasa. For now it looks like Isaac, he's got his eyes on Bradley. Bradley's going to have to really play defensive or speed up in the last 3 laps. If he doesn't, it looks like Isaac's really on hot pace to try and take 2nd place away from him. Here he comes now. Isaac getting really close to Bradley. Katrina, she's found the gap already. She's pulled away from Rian in front of, behind him. Here comes Bradley now. Bradley's trying to defend with all his might. Yeah, Katrina, she's clear now of Rian. Yeah, right now, pressure will definitely be Bradley. 3 laps to go now. They make their way down into turns 4 and 5. There we go. You can see just on the right side of the screen there, Isaac putting the pressure on Bradley. He's as close as he's been all race, and it might even come as early as turn 7, but it's not to be here yet for him into turn 8 as well. Again, it's not close enough. Let's see whether Isaac's going to try and pull that move into the 2nd to last turn, but no, he does not make it stick. Wasn't close enough on that occasion, but now they go into the final turn. He's going to try and pop on the inside here at the last turn, not close enough again. Next opportunity will be down on the slipstream going into turn 1 and 2, but doesn't look like he's close enough. Plays a very wide line, whereas Bradley playing defensive, but he loses some corner speed, so that just brings Isaac in very nicely. Isaac will have his eyes on for this lap. Let's see whether he chooses to save it for the last lap itself to try and put in a block pass. That would be risky, but at this point, the concern is whether Bradley's able to fight back on it. Isaac really putting the pressure on Bradley now as they go through turns 8 into 9 now. They're going into the final few turns before we start the final lap. Key Burke as well, he's actually starting to get under pressure from Bradley because Bradley's having to push on more now with the pressure that Isaac's been giving. And Key Burke has to make sure he doesn't make any mistake, because any slight error, and that's going to give Bradley and Isaac an opportunity for the victory. Bradley playing super defensive into turns 1 and 2 and actually carried amazing roller speed. Keith Burke now under pressure. Isaac as well giving pressure onto Bradley. This is still a 3-way battle for the victory. They go into turns 4 and 5 now. It's turn 6. Isaac really closing on to Bradley now. Keith Burke still has a bit of a gap between himself and the 2 behind him. Bradley having a quick look behind him to try and see where Isaac is right now. Isaac really getting the rolling speed done. He's trying to make a move on the inside. Here comes Isaac, and he makes a move stick, but Bradley trying to fight from the outside now, unable to regain back the position. Keyberg looking like he's going to take the victory away, but here comes Bradley on the inside of Isaac, and what a move that was in the last turn. Who's it going to be down the line? It looks like Bradley manages to come across in second. What a battle that was on the final lap for the Junior Heat 1. Absolutely brilliant racing all across the grid. But what a ride that was from Keyberg. He absolutely destroyed the pack, kept that gap in front of him, and just when we thought it was going to be a three-way fight for the victory, it was just a two-way battle for second place. And ultimately Bradley, what a great response that was to Isaac. Great driving. It's a good day for the two young Australians. Keyberg, 13 years old and victorious in Heat 1 for the junior category. Bradley Matchman, he's only just about turned 9 years of age. He's able to fight this strongly. It is absolutely spectacular for Australian motorsports. It's such a mature battle that was for Bradley. So the Aussies can definitely be happy. First and second for Team Australia. Third place for Team Singapore. Quick shout out as well to Katrina E. Wing Tung, young Malaysian driver. She's just 13 years of age. She finishes up in 4th place. And in 5th is Rian, who had a great fight. Zhang Sum in 6th, Arian 7th, McKellen 8th, Dominique 9th, Sebastian in 10th. And in 11th is Kian, 12th Shishan, 13th Lee Senman, 14th is Chen Bose, 15th Didi Se, 16th is Li Ting, and Hendra in 17th. Such fantastic racing from the junior category for Heat 1. But now we head over to another type of kart action. We're at the karting slalom, and dear me, there's a lot of cones being knocked over there. Again, another one there as well. And another one there, so that's going to be quite a number of penalties given. This is for Team Nepal. Yeah, it's decent through there, but it's just through the slower bits where Team Nepal just seems to struggle ever so slightly. He makes his way into the final sector. It's 3 more cones dropped there, so again, this is really going to be a penalty heavy run. And again, there's another cone being dropped. Definitely not anywhere near the ideal run that would be desired. We have a Singaporean driver for the karting slalom, just maintaining on the starting line, just waiting to finally head out for the next run. So here we go. It's the first run for Lim Heng Lee, Singaporean representative. As mentioned, Singapore has a great karting circuit. Ooh, it knocks off cone. That turn just wasn't ideal. And knocks another cone off. He's trying to compensate, and it's another cone off. So this will be another penalty-heavy run. Goes around there. Does do quite nicely in through the slalom bits. Again, it's clean throughout this section. It's looking tidy and looking quite quick. Unfortunately, all those knockdown cones will add up to his time. For now, it's a good switch up there, and that's very nicely done. stopped right before the line. Absolutely decent lap just beside the fact that unfortunately knocked on a few cones. I'm just waiting for the next representative to head out for the karting slalom run. So these are timed runs that they'll be doing. See there, just a bit of a debrief. So for now, still no one heading out yet for the timed runs here at the slalom.
Number 10 under starting orders. Number 10 under starting orders. He can go.
So we're going to head down to Azan Mubin, who's at the Karting Cup pits at the Sepang International Karting Circuit. He's going to interview one of the very fast riders that we have here.
Thank you, Daniel. So right now I'm in go-kart. So with me is Kai from Australia. He compete in junior category. So Kai, can you share? Just now you just done in Heat 1, right? So how was the session?
Yeah, it was pretty good. We got a good start out the gate, got ahead of the driver into turn 3, and just continued to hold the lead through the race.
So you will start in P1 in next Heat 2, right?
Yeah, yep, should do.
Yep. Okay. How about the track, the circuit? Can you share your first? Is that your first experience race in Malaysia?
Yeah, it's my first experience. I think the track circuit's really good, and lots of hard people to compete with.
Yeah. You can see you can adapt very good for the next session. But can you share? How about on tactical side? Because just now you are really good. The whole shot in the first lead in the group. So for next Heat 2, what is your plan?
Just try and get a good start, get in front, and then just hold my own out in front.
Yeah. Was your target in the first APMC for junior category?
Yeah, that was my goal. At least finish in the top 3 and get good positions after good positions, and then be there at the final.
Alright. Thank you, Carl. Good luck.
Thank you.
Alright, back to you, Daniel. Nanti kita akan berikan perkembangan lagi untuk apa yang berlaku untuk sesi berikutnya di go-kart.
Thank you so much, Aslan. That was a great interview with Kai there. Very confident, and he's looking almost like he's not too excited that he's won the race, but definitely every racer will be absolutely jubilant with the victory, especially in a championship as prestigious as this one. And now here we're just looking at the karting slalom as the drivers are getting ready to go out. But we're gonna head over back to the karting circuit where Asana just was with Kai Berg, because the senior Heat 1 has begun. And here we are, 7 laps remaining in the Heat 1 for the senior category. And already at the front there's quite a significant gap, a bigger gap than we've seen in the other categories. I do believe that's Prasatyo Harja who's at the front there. Prasatyo hailing from Indonesia. Now Indonesia is no stranger to fast racing car drivers and long go-kart racers as well. Johan David from Sri Lanka, he's holding his own in second there, number 202. Yuka as well from Hong Kong, doing a great job there in 4th place. The Malaysian Nick Eagle one is a decent job there in 5th place currently. It's a tough battle in this senior category. Everyone equally strong, and it's a bad matter of really finding how to get the best out of the track and the machine. Matthews there, he's currently running in 5th. Lichiho now under pressure. Sorry, Lichiho pressure ring. Yeah, and David. Make the way now into turns 4 and 5. Still, it's about 6 laps remaining in the Heat 1 for the senior class. Here comes Lee now. Sorry, 4 laps are remaining So not much time for the likes of Lee to make the move. And David just trying to hold on to the position that he has currently, because it looks a bit Prasetyo really running away from it now. Lukaku not close enough to challenge for the podium as of right now, but at the front, yeah, there's a gap between Prasetyo and the rest. It's stretched to 2 seconds now. And with 3 laps remaining, that's a very, very comfortable lead here at the Sepang International Karting Circuit. It's now turning into turn 8s and 9. Need to move forwards. There we go. There's the leader, Prasetyo Harja. Prasetyo being completely unpressured right now. 2 laps remaining for Prasetyo, and look at that. That's the visual gap that he has in front of him. Lee Kyu-ho now just trying to catch a mistake here or there by Yehan David. There we go. Here comes Lee Kyu-ho now. Lee Kyu-ho really closing the gap, and he's trying to find every opportunity to make an overtaking maneuver. Yeah, now still managing to hold on to second, so nothing that Lee Kyu-ho can do about this now. Jehan David now is going to try and sneak a look on the inside of the last turn, which is unable to make any maneuver, but for now it's the last lap. If Lee Kyu-ho wants to get second place, he's going to have to try and make that move before they head onto the straight. He's going to have to really close the gap now. Still not close enough. It looks like Yehan still very much in control of second place. He's playing this defensive game quite well. Lee Kyu-ho just trying the best that he can to try and find any maneuver in, but it looks like Yehan just pushing on now, and it looks like at the front Prasetyo is well on course to take this victory. He goes around the second to last turn and makes his way into the final right-hander of the Sepang International Kart Circuit. And Heat 1 for the senior class goes to the hands of Prasetyo Harja from Indonesia. And for second and third, just trying to look up, but we couldn't see now. Already come across, I think Yehan did get second place. Lee Kyu-ho finishes in third, so that's the top 3 for Heat 1 for the senior category. 4th place there goes on to Yuka Po, and Nicky Ruanik Izaini finish up in 5th place. And Matthews, he rolls up into 6th. Brilliant victory there from Prasetyo Harja of Indonesia. Very, very dominant victory. He can be very, very happy with that. He wheels and pushes his cart onto the weighing scale for scrutineering. So this is what the results look like. The top 6, as mentioned, from Prasetyo down to Declan Ma, Feroz Fauzi 7th, Charya in 8th, Alex in 9th, Norris in 10th. And in 11th is Dafa, 12th is Liao Yan, 13th is Raiden, 14th is Chen Yuqi, 15th is Kyofung, 16th is Aditya, and 17th is Miguel, 18th is Peng Yu, 19th is Najmuddin, 20th is Ethan Matthews. In 21st is Mir Kasil, and in 22nd is Lin Su. All right, so we're gonna head down to Azlan Mubin, who's gonna interview Adi Putra from Malaysia.
Thank you Daniel sekali lagi. Saya bersama salah seorang pelumba dari Malaysia, iaitu Hendra Adi Putra untuk kategori junior. Hendra tadi dah selesai untuk hit 1. So setakat ini boleh share ketika hit yang pertama terlebih dahulu tadi.
Untuk starting saya nak try ke depan. Cuma selepas ke depan tu saya nak try maintain position. Lepas maintain position ada technical issue. Mana straight line itu tak berapa bagus. Lepas tu straight line tengah tak dapat catch up. Lepas tu Mickey Mouse jangan catch up. Lepas tu dalam lap ke last lap ada collision dengan nama Didi Sir. Masuk corner collision. Itu saja saya tahu.
Okay, so for next hit ada hit 2 lepas ni kan? So what's your plan? Try to of course nak improve kan. So fokus Hendra untuk second hit nanti.
Kalau boleh pun saya overtake dia orang. Lepas saya maintain position juga untuk super hit esok.
Alright. Untuk kategori junior untuk Hendra, siapa yang Hendra nampak setakat ni dalam hit selepas hit pertama the most challenging lah. Mungkin antara pelumba favourite yang Hendra nampak.
Saya tak tahu saya tahu je Katrina aje.
It's okay. Okay, walaupun good luck Hendra untuk hit kedua nanti and good luck for Malaysia. Okay, kita akan kembali bersama dengan Daniel dan kita akan berikan perkembangan lagi apa yang berlaku di go-kart sebelum hit kedua akan berlangsung selepas ini.
Thank you so much, Azlan. Great insights from Adi there. Yeah, because Adi had a tough heat 1, unfortunately, with a collision. Definitely he's looking to make amends in heat 2.
Okay, Bias team, this is round 4. Heat 1, round 4, okay? That's the same order as round 3. Compete number 16, 18, 9,
Yeah, we're looking at the karting slalom once again.
12, 15, 2, 3, 4, 10, 6, 19, 11, 5, 1, 17 and 8. So competitor number 16, 18, 9 and 14 are already in the carts. Competitor number 7, 13,
Now just waiting
12
for
and 15.
the session to begin.
Number 7, 13, 12 and 15, please stay standby, ready to run. Okay, number 16 under starters orders. Round 4.
So here comes the second heat for the cadet category. We had a great session earlier on today when heat 1 was on track, and that was absolutely beautiful to watch. It was a proper drive from Riley Harrison. Blake Purvis as well, just holding on to second place. Victory, of course, going to the way of Conrad Garrow. Now the drivers will come out for their warm-ups. Get some heat into those tires and get ready to just get the groove on it. It's going to be really quite the battle once again. And just form up on this lap and they will get into formation now. Stay in this formation all the way until the final turn. Once they cross the start-finish line, we will be underway and we will be racing. Follow them now as they make their way around the Sepang International Karting Circuit. You see that the clouds of the two-stroke smoke just engulfing the grid as they make their way around the circuit just to form up. See how close the gaps are between the go-kart drivers. A lot of tense concentration to make their way around now. See Conrad there, getting ready to dive up on the inside. He's in a great position to get that inside line. Going up now, they make their way around the last turn, and we will be underway as soon as these cars start finish line. And here they come now, pulling all sorts of lines. Here goes Conrad on the inside, trying to make a move, but he has to take a dab with the brakes there, so he does not get the greatest of starts. For now, they might make their way into turn 3, and on the inside, is that Blake that's made a move up? Now Conrad, he's just dropped down into 4th place. I believe Riley, he's just dropped down into 2nd, and right behind Riley, that's Mika. Right behind Mika is Kamalfu Anuchatul, the Thai driver, and then oh, there goes Conrad now. He was under pressure from the Thai rider. Now Conrad trying to put pressure on to make his way into 3rd place. Really sticking on the tail of Mika. Must cross the start-finish line and complete the first lap in, and it's really tight between the top bar and on the inside there. It's a great move almost. Oh, Conrad, what a maneuver that was. Saw Mika sleeping, and Conrad goes up into 3rd place. What an absolutely beautiful time reaction that was from Conrad. And now he's already setting his eyes onto 2nd place. At the front there is Blake Purvis. And there goes Conrad into 2nd. He makes a move on to Riley Harrison. This is great stuff from Conrad early on. This is what he needed from the Heat 1. He didn't get the best of starts, but Conrad really pushing on forwards and really making moves early on. Conrad now setting his eyes onto Blake Purvis in front of him. Young Singaporean really doing a great job. And this is a proper scrap there behind, a little bit further behind the leaders. There's about 4 carts side by side. They go into turn 1 and 2 now. What a maneuver that was from Conrad. 2 overtakes in the lap. Let's see what happened here. There goes Conrad on the inside of Riley Harrison and just does it so cleanly. Runs a bit wide, but rejoins the track just in front of Riley, so Riley could not use that extra rolling speed to his advantage. Brilliant block pass from Conrad. We saw him do that in Heat 1. He's done it again here now in Heat 2, and now he's going to set his eyes onto Blake Purvis in front of him. To turn to the last turn they go. Someone being dropped there, that is Mika. Mika is unable to hold on to that stronger position. Ooh, and Mika really trying to make the way into 3rd place, and he's really right on the tail of the young Australian Riley Harrison. And on the outside there goes Mika, but unable to make a stick. Riley just holding on to 3rd place for now. There goes Conrad. Conrad is really pressuring on at the front there. Here comes Mika now. Mika trying to make a move on the inside. He's really stuck to the tail of Riley. And looks like they're going side by side. 3 of them going side by side. Mika gets dropped down 2 places because everyone else taking advantage of a mistake there by Mika. And Mika dropped another place now. So this has gone completely south for Mika. the front. It looked like Conrad's trying to make a move for the lead, and Mika stuck on his tail there. It was Aaron Mehta was just stuck on the tail of Mika, and they go side by side, all of them, into turn 3. This is a proper scrap now. I think Riley's still holding on to third place. Conrad, look at him there. He's trying to make a move, and I think he's side by side now. He might just be ahead of Blake, but Blake completely pushing him wide. Conrad, nothing he can do to respond to that. Very early days in this heat yet. Conrad trying to drop it now. He's trying to really make the move on Blake. But Blake really going aggressive on defense. They go into the final turn now. Is Conrad going to have a look on the inside as they make their way around? But Riley's still holding on to third place, but he goes a bit wide and is allowing Komobu on the inside. Will Komobu make a say? Conrad now trying to attack onto Blake. Goes around turn 3, gets a faster line. And Blake starts looking on the behind him, but Blake trying to do a very aggressive maneuver, but Conrad goes on the inside at turn 4 and into 5 now. Conrad leads Heat 2. Blake, he's playing quite aggressive. He's going to try and respond as they make their way into turn 6, but for now, it's turn 7 they go, and it looks like Conrad was still ahead of Blake. Here's that maneuver into turn 4 and 5. Blake tried to block Conrad on the outside, but Conrad taking advantage of that and going straight onto the inside at turn 4 and playing a very beautiful line into turn 5. So for the first time in Heat 2, Conrad is leading the way. Oh, look at it. There's a proper scrappy battle now going on into turn 1 and 2. Ooh, it's as close as you'd want it to be. Round turn 3, they go in this just the tiniest amount of contact between Mika and Riley Harrison. They go into turn 4 now. Ooh, aggressive on the inside of Mika. That was Kim Min Jae, if I'm not mistaken, who's just gone up on the inside there. Yes, Kim Min Jae does make it sick, but Aaron as well. Aaron Mehta. He's just made his way up a few places due to the battle between the few around and behind him. Four laps remaining, and Conrad looking like he's able to pull a bit of a gap now between himself and Blake. And into the last turn, the group behind goes now. Ooh, and on the inside, there was a scrap move there. I did not see that one coming. That was Kim Min Jae going aggressive. Kim Min Jae trying to head up into the top 5. He's not giving this one up. They go to turns 4 and 5 now. Kim setting his eyes right onto Aaron. And here's Conrad. Conrad Garrow doing a great job in the lead so far. In third place, we're not mentioning enough, but just because there's no pressure for the time rider. Kamoku Anachatul. Very good job. Ooh, this is a good scrap. This is a good scrap here. And on the inside, there is number 16. He's going to make it stick, and he does make it stick. What a move that was from Aaron Mehta. Let's see what happened here. Ooh. Bit of a... Oh, that was quite the move. There was a bit of a displeasure between the both of them, but it looks a bit... Unless it's just indications to try and push on forward, but Aaron clearly having the fast line from there. Conrad now still in charge at the lead, right in front of Blake Purvis. Kamapu Anachatu without any pressure, he's in third. Now here's a scrap for the final top 5 positions. Back in the front, here's Conrad into the second to last turn. Once he comes around the last corner, they will begin the final lap. And unless Conrad makes a mistake, it looks like Blake Hurwitz's hopes of winning Heat 2 are very slim for now. Here comes Conrad through turn 1 and 2. Blake really pushing on. Kamapu, very quiet race for him. He's just sitting in third. Now they make their way into turn 4 and 5, and look at that. That was Aaron really putting the pressure on. Aaron just not giving this one up. He still wants to make up at least one more position. Now here's the last lap. Here comes Conrad Garrow to win Heat 2. He's just got one more corner to do it, and he comes around the last turn. Here comes Conrad Garrow, victorious in Heat 2. In second place is Blake Purvis. In third place, let's see who is it going to be. Ooh, looks like Aaron has made it up into fourth place. In third place is Kamapu Anachatul. Fifth, but victorious is Conrad Garrow. What a fantastic drive it has been by him. Great battle from early on.
Kita baru selesai untuk kategori cadet bagi heat 2, second heat. Bukan nombor 15 baru saja menamatkan. Selaku pendahulu tu Conrad Garrow dari Singapura. Semuanya 18 pelumba yang menyertai untuk kategori cadet. Hari ini telah berlangsung pada sesi lebih awal, sesi latihan bebas, sesi praktis. Sesi hit yang pertama inilah keputusan di hit yang kedua, yang mana pendahulu iaitu Conrad Garrow dari Singapura, Blake di tempat yang kedua dari Australia, dan menghuni tempat yang ketiga dari Thailand iaitu Kamapu, dan melengkapkan berbaki 18 kedudukan pelumba Malaysia Athen di tempat yang ke-11. Kita akan berehat seketika. Kembali nanti kita akan beralih pada kategori seterusnya dalam go-kart untuk Asia Pacific Motorsports Championship 2023.
untuk Motorsports. Saya berharap ini adalah satu stepping stone untuk sukan permotoran di negara kita.
Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship. It's a groundbreaking for the whole FIA. 23 countries in an affordable vehicles in certain disciplines of the FIA. It is going to be in the 30th of September to the 1st of October. But having 120 participants, it's a big championship. So I congratulate the region. I thank the VP of Asia and all the best from me. And we're here to support you.
Hi everybody, Long here. I'm really excited about the Asia Pacific Motorsport Championships.
The Asia Pacific Motorsports Championship in Sepang, September 30th to the 1st of October. We would like to welcome all of you, especially those who are participating and fans of all of these motorsports disciplines, to a wonderful and thrilling weekend. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Be there.
Kembali semula untuk seterusnya hit yang kedua bagi kategori junior, 12 lap, yang mana junior ni antara favourite ialah pelumba dari Australia iaitu Kyle Brook yang mengungguli di hit yang pertama iaitu jentera 110. Dia dalam kedudukan yang baik. Kita lihat permulaan di hit yang pertama tadi pun taktikalnya bijak. Dia seawal lap yang pertama dia menempatkan di kelompok hadapan, dapatkan whole shot, kemudian terus mendahului 12 lap di hit yang pertama. Jadi mungkin itu juga akan digunakan di hit yang kedua untuk memastikan dia dalam kedudukan yang konsisten untuk beraksi sesi yang lebih penting esok untuk super hit sebelum ke peringkat separuh akhir dan juga saya ada super hit dan juga final race nanti untuk sesi hari kemuncak di hari yang kedua untuk APMC Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship. Kembali untuk kita memberikan tumpuan 17 pelumba kesemuanya. Dari Australia kita masih mengharapkan pelumba Malaysia Karting Wing Tung dan juga Hendra Adiputra yang mengalami masalah teknikal pada hit yang pertama untuk dia perbaiki lepas di tempat yang terakhir, tempat ke-17 dalam hit yang pertama tadi untuk Hendra. Dan kita mengharapkan akan ada kebangkitan dari pelumba muda Malaysia serta Katrina Wing Tung juga. Ini pengalaman buat mereka berlumba bersama dengan pelumba-pelumba dari negara-negara Asia Pacific, terutamanya pelumba dari Australia. Kita lihat iaitu Kyberg nombor 110. Itu antara tumpuan kita sebelum mereka kembali ke grid untuk permulaan 12 lap untuk hit yang kedua. Ada 17 lumba kesemuanya. 108 Isaac Sia dari Singapura. Ada dua pelumba dari Singapura. Dari India ada tunggal, peserta tunggal iaitu Kian Shah. Itu juga dari Chinese Taipei, Cheng Boru. Seorang juga dari Filipina iaitu Aaron Crosby. Kyrgyzstan Mikalenko. Dari Uzbekistan juga ada seorang Lee Seman. Persaingan yang begitu rapat ke kelompok besar. Mereka menuju seleko yang pertama dalam kedudukan yang baik, satu barisan dalam line yang sama di awal ini. Sementara nanti kita akan lihat persaingan yang lebih mendebarkan menuju lap yang terakhir, 12 lap kesemuanya untuk hit yang kedua bagi junior kategori junior. 110 adalah tumpuan kerana dia menang dalam hit yang dia mendahului di hit yang pertama. Dia sempat bersama dengan Kai tadi. Kali pertama berlumba di litar antarabangsa go-kart Sepang ini. Dia segera berjaya adapt dalam keadaan yang cukup baik. Di kelompok besar ni kita akan melihat kedudukan terkini, bagaimana persaingan yang datang daripada Isaac Sia juga. Dia antara pencabar pada awal. Jadi kedudukan yang kedua rapat, satu kelompok yang besar akan berlaku perubahan di penghujung nanti. Baru 2 lap, mereka ada 11 lap lagi lakukan. Ini adalah menuju lap yang kedua. Freiburg 1-1-0. 1-1-1 Bradley Management juga daripada Australia. 2 pelumba Australia ini menjadi perhatian. Lihat, itu ialah Bradley. Di depan Bradley ialah Kyberg. Depan Kyberg itu ialah pendahulu setakat ini. Belum selamat kedudukan Isaac. Mereka belum menunjukkan reaksi masa lega awal. Masing-masing mau melihat yang pasti dalam kelompok mengikut pace yang diketuai oleh Isaac. 1-4 juga dalam kelompok hadapan atau kelompok yang besar ni ke Katrina daripada Malaysia. Dalam kedudukan yang baik, begitu juga dengan Hendra juga berada dalam kelompok hadapan, berpeluang untuk pelumba muda negara ini. Selain kita berikan tumpuan 1-0, 1-1-4 dan 1-1-5 juga adalah penting. Mereka wakil negara, tapi pergelutan dalam kelompok besar ni akan ada perubahan. Begitu rapat, 1-1-6 sudah pun naik untuk mendapatkan kedudukan yang lebih baik. Inilah menerusi update selepas 3 lap yang pertama. Pelumba Malaysia dalam kelompok hadapan dalam 5 terbaik setakat ini. Kita harapkan Hendra centeranya mampu bertahan sehingga melengkapkan 12 pusingan, tidak sebagaimana berlaku di hit yang pertama. Sebabkan masalah teknikal terlepas peluang untuk Hendra. Dia kecewa tapi kembali dengan semangat yang cukup tinggi untuk memastikan hit yang kedua lebih baik. Hendra kekal kedudukan yang kelima, masih lagi dalam kelompok yang besar. Dia juga perlu berhati-hati kerana cabarannya juga akan datang. Di pelumba Sri Lanka, Rian Dramadasa 103 yang berada di belakangnya begitu rapat. Dan di sini kita lihat ada perubahan. Persaingan dari beberapa lagi pelumba. Inilah kelompok belakang sikit, kelompok besar. Ambilkan juga pelumba di hadapan, yang mana kita boleh lihat dengan jelas Kai sudah kembali satu pendahulu. Dia memintas Isaac di tempat yang kedua tetapi kekal. Bradley di tempat yang ketiga. Ketinggalan 0.549 saat. Penting ialah kedudukan itu belum lagi selamat. Ada 8 lap lagi, 8 pusingan peluang untuk setiap pelumba, terutamanya untuk pendahulu. Dia perlu kekalkan pace ini untuk Kai sebagaimana dilakukan di hit yang pertama. Pertengahan babitkan Katrina dan juga Hendra. Mereka kekal dalam 5 kelompok di hadapan. Lihat bagaimana persaingan di selekoh ini. Memintas menggunakan peluang yang ada. Dapat. Oh, tadi ada 2 pelumba hampir keluar, tapi inilah update berbaki dengan 7 pusingan lagi. 2.445 saat. Itu adalah tempoh masa Hendra ketinggalan dengan pendahulu iaitu Kai dari Australia. Biasa dalam 3 lap pertama saja dia berada di belakang Isaac dari Singapura, tapi selepas itu dia kembali sebagai pendahulu. Tapi kedudukannya itu belum selamat, tak selamat untuk Kai. Namun apa yang ada kelebihan kepada pelumba muda dari Australia ini, dia boleh mengekalkan pace dan juga fokus dia tidak terganggu walaupun diekori rapat oleh pencabar. Dari individu yang sama, line yang sama, mereka mengambil selekoh. Selekoh pertama menuju pertengahan. Baki 6 lap lagi, 12 lap. Mereka telah pun melengkapkan separuh perjalanan hit yang kedua. Tumpuan kita pastinya kepada Australia, pelumba Australia Kai Burke. Dia mempunyai kelebihan, dia mempunyai keyakinan. Tetapi di belakang ini ada satu perubahan, terutamanya Hendra. 115 sudah pun turun di tempat yang ke-6 kerana yang memintasnya sudah berada di depan untuk tempat yang kelima, iaitu Rian Dramarasa dari Sri Lanka untuk berada di tempat yang kelima. Tetapi Katrina E. Wing Tung kekal setakat ini konsisten di tempat yang keempat, wakil dari Malaysia.
Katrina doing a good job again there in 4th place. She'll definitely be trying to improve on that to try and get a top 3 slot. It's going to be a bit tough though. 1 second gap with 5 laps to go. Then again, we saw a lot of drivers that towards the end of the race managed to close the gap and really find that extra pace. For now, Kai Berg really under pressure from Isaac. Isaac again looking really confident this time around. And he has just a peak on this. Ooh, it's a bit of a mistake by Kai there. He had to lift off quite a bit. And now they form up into the last turn. But Kai great on the exit there as he makes his way down the front straight really wide. And into turn 1 and 2 now. Kai defensive against Isaac. And Isaac no response on this lap. Now it's into turn 4 and 5. There's Katrina there. Doing really well now. Form up into turn 6. It won't be the dive into turn 7. Isaac is simply just not close enough on this lap.
But Isaac rasa dia mengikut pace Freiburg. Sudah itulah marking yang terbaik untuk dia nak dapatkan kedudukan yang baik juga di hadapan ini. Persaingan ini akan berterusan sehingga penghujung nanti. Kita lihat last corner. Seleko terakhir, seleko 11 untuk melengkapkan satu lagi lap. Mereka berbaki 4 lap lagi. Cuba dari bahagian luar tapi tak lepas untuk Isaac. Dia kekal di tempat yang kedua tapi semakin sengit juga di tempat ketiga dan juga keempat. Bradley juga memberikan tekanan. Bradley kekal daripada awal. Kita lihat 3 seleko penting ini masing-masing. Dalam kedudukan yang bahaya. Begitu rapat Isaac. Yang menariknya dari Kai Berg ni, dia kekal, boleh kekal konsisten. Dia punya mentaliti psikologinya dalam keadaan bersedia. Dia tak hiraukan tentangan daripada Isaac, tapi yang perlu lebih berhati-hati untuk Kai adalah di lap yang terakhir nanti. Saya rasa untuk waktu ini pun untuk Isaac dia perlu bermula dah untuk memberikan tekanan demi tekanan untuk cuba memintas di mana selekon sesuai untuk memintas kedudukan Kai Berg.
Yeah, Isaac was really strong there in turn 4 and 5, and now into turn 1 and 2. He tries to have a look at the inside, but Kai really strong on the outside. Isaac on the inside. Here comes Bradley. Bradley takes up into second, and now he's found himself right behind Kai Berg, and he's got a better drive on. Katrina now trying to get into third, but she just doesn't make it. Isaac takes back second place. This is a proper scrap now. It's a 4-way battle for the victory, and a 4-way battle for the final 3 podium positions. That was really quite tight. That was a very aggressive defensive maneuver, blocking actually.
Bradley sudah naik tempat yang kedua. Kita lihat pertukaran tempat tempat yang ketiga. Beberapa selekoh di awal, selekoh 2, selekoh 3 juga adalah ruang hanya sedikit daripada Isaac masuk untuk Bradley, kemudian kembali semula untuk Isaac di tempat yang kedua. Tempat keempat kekal. Katrina juga dalam kedudukan yang baik kali ini. Yang memberikan cabaran tempatnya keempat. Juga perubahan, taklah banyak perubahan untuk 4 pelumba di hadapan ini. Dari awal lap pertama sehingga lap yang terakhir menuju penamat untuk heat yang kedua.
That's right, it's the second heat on the final lap. Isaac not close enough this time for turn 4 and 5, and Katrina as well also falling out of touch. She only can reach Bradley. Bradley not close enough unless there's a mistake from the front. Here comes Isaac now. He's not going to be close enough to do it at turn 7, so he's going to have to hope for the final turn. This will come down to the absolute final moments of the heat, the second heat for the Junior Cup. And into the penultimate turn now. Isaac had a peek on the inside. They go into the final turn on the final lap. And looks like Kai played his cards very well, and he maintains for the lead, goes across the line, takes the checker flag, victorious. What a final battle that was between Kai, Isaac, Bradley, and Katrina. And great job from Katrina. What a contrast from Heat 1 this race was. Absolutely beautiful.
Yep. Untuk Hendra, setidak-tidaknya untuk heat yang kedua dia perbaiki kedudukannya di tempat yang ketujuh, walaupun pada awal dia mampu berada dalam kelompok 5 di hadapan, tapi telah dipintas oleh Rian dari Sri Lanka. Lepas mengalami masalah jentera teknikal di heat yang pertama. Untuk Hendra pun tahniah untuk 2 pelumba Malaysia. Permulaan yang baik untuk 2 pelumba muda negara ini. Namun Kai Berg memberikan amaran dia nakkan podium untuk edisi pertama bagi disiplin go-kart. The Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship. Banyak yang menarik di kelompok hadapan. Ada gap 4 pelumba di hadapan. Tamatkan perlumbaan 12 lap semuanya. Secara rasminya kita akan saksikan keputusan nanti menerusi hit yang kedua. Kaibak, Isaac tempat yang kedua. Bradley daripada Australia dan juga Malaysia. Katrina di tempat yang keempat. Dan menarik juga tahniah untuk Hendra Adiputra di tempat yang keempat. Dalam top 10 dua pelumba negara. Dan inilah selebihnya 7 lagi pelumba. Menjadikan 17. Semuanya dalam kategori junior. Kita dah selesai dua kategori di hit yang kedua. Nanti kita akan beralih kepada senior kategori. 12 lap juga. Jangkakan lebih kurang 20 minit untuk hit yang kedua sebelum selesai kesemua sesi bagi hari yang pertama untuk go-kart. Esok adalah sesi lebih penting. Ini antara gerak perlahan ataupun apa yang berlaku, highlights dalam perlumbaan dan hit yang kedua. Di awal kita nampak Isaac lebih mendahului, dia di depan, tetapi tidak, tekanan yang diberikan oleh Kaibak, dia bijak, ada sedikit ruang, terus memintas dan mendahului lama. Saya rasa lebih kurang 9 lap dia mendahului Isaac. Dan ketika di tempat yang kedua diberikan tentangan oleh Bradley management daripada Australia. Muda ni juga untuk memintas mendapatkan tempat yang ketiga. Ternyata dengan keupayaan lebih konsisten dari Kaibak, gagal dipintas oleh Isaac untuk kekal selaku pendahulu dalam 2 hit. Jika pelumba dari Australia ni kekal konsisten menjadi pendahulu untuk kategori junior. Sekali lagi kita dah selesai. Kita akan nantikan ke semua pelumba yang lebih ramai. Untuk kategori senior ada 24 pelumba kesemuanya yang akan kembali semula ke grid dan juga ke lita untuk senior kategori hari ini.
Don't let the kid run all over the place. Come on. Get the kid off us on me. Okay, off again. Off. Take it out, take it out. Out, all out.
Kembali semula. Kita teruskan untuk sesi yang terakhir di hari yang pertama untuk go-kart. Last session for senior category. Kita ada 24 pelumba, 24 peserta, 24 betul. Kita ada 2 wakil dari Malaysia juga, iaitu Nick Irwan 223 dan juga Muhammad Feroz Fazril. Akan bersaing 12 pusingan, 12 lap. Bagaimana kategori junior tadi. Terbaik setakat ini dari Malaysia adalah kategori junior tadi. Di tempat yang keempat Katrina E. Wing Tung. ke Hendra Adiputra di tempat yang ke-7. Sekarang ini kita mengharapkan Malaysia juga dalam kedudukan baik untuk menempatkan setidak-tidaknya di kelompok hadapan. Dan dalam kategori ini lebih ramai, lebih mencabar. Yang penting ialah tidak boleh terlepas daripada kelompok hadapan. Dalam satu barisan panjang ini, dalam satu kelompok, sekarang perubahan boleh berlaku. Lebih 5-6 kelompok yang pertama. Perempuan ini bukan hari yang cuaca yang cukup baik. Hari yang pertama walaupun panas, tapi untuk perlombaan ini yang dimahukan oleh pelumba-pelumba. Jadi mereka akan kembali ke grid sebelum dilepaskan semula untuk 12 lap bagi hit yang kedua.
That's right, they form up now into the last turn, and the second they come around, they will be hot on the pedals and we will be underway. They come now to the start-finish line, and here we go. We are racing the senior heat 2. They come into turn 1 and 2. Everyone fighting for the inside line. Oh, someone's gone way up there, and there's a crash here at turn 1 and 2. That was really scrappy at the start there. That's way back in mid-pack, so the front to the top 10, I believe, are unaffected from that.
Itu risikonya kerana ramai pelumba yang ada dalam kategori senior ni, ada 24. Menyebabkan kelompok belakang tadi ada yang berlanggar sama sendiri. Depan ni adalah kedudukan belum selamat, tapi ini gerak perlahan dari bahagian dalam. Oh, ada seorang pelumba, 2, 3 dan sekaligus memberikan tekanan pada seorang pelumba 705 dia saya rasa turut terlibat. Mereka teruskan hadapan ini, nampak ada kelebihan sedikit. Dua pelumba yang telah pun melepasi keluar, buat break ataupun attack ataupun keluar daripada kelompok besar. Dahulu 206 iaitu dari Indonesia, Prasetyo Harja.
Prasetyo was really quick in Heat 1. He's very dominant. It's a classy win. Definitely going to try and replicate that once again. Pace that Prasetyo has is just second to none. He's just able to pull away so calmly and easily.
Dua pelumba Malaysia dalam kelompok hadapan di tempat yang ke-6 iaitu Nick Irwan dan juga Feroz. 2-2-2. Tempat yang ke-8 setakat ini masih ada peluang, tapi di hadapan ini kita nampak ada gap. Itu menyukarkan dan perlu segera untuk kecilkan jurang di antara kelompok hadapan. Itu yang penting untuk dua pelumba Malaysia, Nick Irwan dan juga Feroz. Di hadapan begitu selesa mendahului iaitu Prasetyo.
Now 10 laps remaining as they enter the penultimate turn. They have 9 laps on the way just as they come across the start-finish line. For now, it looks like Prasetyo is well on course for another victory in the heat. Prasetyo comes across and it's 9 laps remaining. Yes, Prasetyo extending the lead, and there we go. That's a great move on the inside of turn 1 and 2. Very clean, fast, flowy inside mover, but looks like it's about to get switched back up at turn 4 and 5, and it does not happen this time round. For now, Prasetyo is still leading. Let's see what happened here at turn 1 and 2. It's just a beautiful inside maneuver, and it just shows the line to absolute perfection. Now we follow the drivers down into the last turn as they form up onto the front straight. 8 laps remaining. You see everyone being urged on by the team at this pit wall. Prasetyo, the gap nearly 2 seconds now. Very, very sizable lead that he has. See that visually as well. Prasetyo increasing his lead every corner that there is. Absolutely so impressive by Prasetyo. Yeah, David cannot do anything about it. It's pretty much a replication of Heat 1.
Lap lagi. Prasetyo kekal konsisten dari lap yang pertama. Sehingga waktu ini untuk dia mendahului. Yang kedua, Johan David. Itu langkah juga konsisten. Yang penting kita mengharapkan akan ada perubahan untuk Feroz dan juga Nick Irwan. Dan juga kekal di tempat yang ke-6 juga ke-8 dari Malaysia. Yang penting juga mereka dalam kelompok 10 hadapan.
And just 6 laps and a bit remaining now in this session. Prasetyo well in the lead. It looks like no one's going to be able to challenge Prasetyo. So it's going to be a scrap for the final podium positions because Jehan as well. He's got a very comfortable gap. Well, I say comfortable, but a small error could definitely bring Lee back into contention. Now they make the way 6 laps remaining into turn 4 and 5 now.
Kapo juga berikan tekanan kepada pendahulu di kelompok hadapan. Prasetyo ni begitu konsisten, jauh ada gap, tapi kedudukan tempat yang kedua tu belum selamat. Kapo ada peluang, dia perlu memintas Johan David terlebih dahulu. Prasetyo ni seolah hampir pasti kalau dia kekal konsisten berbaki 6 lap, terutamanya lap ini akan kekal selaku pendahulu untuk menamatkan di tempat pertama dalam kit yang kedua. Dan kelas sendiri bergerak secara solo. Makin selesa kedudukan Prasetyo. Jauh. Ini yang belum selamat. 2, 3, 4 ni belum selamat. Johan kerana dicabar oleh Yu Kapo dan juga Lee Kyo Singapura.
Yeah, Lee really fighting for that podium position right now. I'd say this is a great opportunity. No matter whether or not they can make it stick in the next 5 laps. It's a proper scrap now.
Bukan Nick dan juga Feroz tak berubah. Tempat yang ke-6 dan juga yang ke-8. Mereka berbaki 4 lap lagi. Di hadapan ini 3 pelumba. Ada ketika Prasetyo meninggalkan pencabarnya semakin jauh. Ia dan juga Yu Kapo. Sekarang ini kita nampak dah pun tiba 2 selekoh 4-5. Prasetyo diberikan tentangan. Prasetyo di hadapan, tapi sebenarnya Johan, Yu dan juga Lee di sana.
Looking at just 4 laps remaining now. Prasetyo is still well in the lead. 3 laps as Prasetyo comes across. Prasetyo in a very, very dominant lead as of right now. It's more the same what we saw in Heat 1. Still no one making any maneuvers. No one's tried to overtake yet. Everyone's too far gapped. Besides the gap to Prasetyo, it's almost equidistant between the rest of the top 5. But I feel that on the next lap we're going to start seeing people try to make that final move in. And right up behind the likes of Yuka Pro, Lee Kyu Ho is trying to line up something. He's going to try and do it in this current lap that's about to come. Just to get a bit of a gauge of how he can go about it, because he tries it the last step and it doesn't work out. And it's going to be a lot of questions, a lot more questions than answers.
2 lap saja lagi. Lapan ini semakin laju. Gerak secara solo. Ada perebutan babitkan 3 pelumba di tempat yang kedua. Ihan, Kapo dan juga Lee. Singapura 2-3. Oh, Nick dah pun naik tempat yang ke-5 sebenarnya. Nick Irwan. Kala Feroz di tempat yang ke-8, masih lagi dalam kedudukan 10 pelumba di hadapan ini. Lee kekal di tempat yang ke-4. Dan yang pasti juga ialah tentangan ini datang di pelumba nombor 221, sayangnya di kedudukan tempat yang terakhir. Ini ialah Prasetyo memasuki lap yang terakhir, semakin jauh dia meninggalkan Yehan dan juga Yukapo. Kedudukan Yehan belum selamat. Yukapo di tempat yang ketiga, tempat yang keempat juga Lee. Dia cuba memintas Yukapo di depannya. Jadi tumpuan kita menuju beberapa sekor sebelum tamat di lap yang terakhir, lap yang ke-12. Prasetyo mengharungi di sekor yang terakhir. Selaku pendahulu, hampir pasti dia menjadi pendahulu untuk hit yang kedua. Begitu juga kita nak saksikan siapa yang tiba di tempat yang kedua. Mungkin Yihan. Kalau melihat perubahan ini tidak berlaku, Yihan, Yukapo dan juga Lee di tempat yang keempat. Perlombaan dalam 2 kategori yang kita lihat berikan kelebihan kepada pendahulu di awal. Itu yang saya katakan di awal tadi masa sesi praktis, yang mana dengan beraksi di lita go-kart antarabangsa Sepang ini, walaupun ada 12 lap, 12 pusingan, tetapi seawal pusingan yang pertama, kalau berada satu pendahulu di kelompok hadapan, akan berikan banyak kelebihan. Kerana terutamanya dalam kategori senior ni ada 24 pelumba, pastinya di kelompok besar akan bergelut. Dan disebabkan itu juga dia kita nampak ada berlaku pelanggaran. Itu terus membuka ruang untuk Prasetyo tidak menghiraukan pencabarnya untuk terus memecut laju, mendahului. Lebih-lebih lagi apabila datangnya pencabar Lee di tempat yang keempat, mencabar Yukapo. Yukapo juga mencabar kedudukan Yihan di tempat yang kedua. Inilah kedudukan dan juga catatan masa yang dilakukan dalam hit yang kedua kategori sini. Prasetyo Tanah dari Indonesia mendahului Yihan di tempat yang kedua dengan David. Yukapo tempat yang ketiga dari Hong Kong, Lee Kyu-ho dari Korea, manakala 2 pelumba Malaysia di tempat yang ke-6 iaitu Nick, dan tempat yang ke-8 itu Feroz Fezril. Ini melengkapkan beberapa lagi kedudukan sehingga ke kedudukan ke-18 iaitu Raiden dari India, Raiden Somerville. Dan di tempat yang terakhir dari iaitu dapat Najmidin dari Uzbekistan. Najmidinov Kamolidin. Nampaknya kita dah selesai untuk hari yang pertama. Untuk hit yang kedua tadi, kepada anda yang baru bersiaran, inilah kita baru selesai untuk hit yang kedua bagi kategori senior. Kategori yang ketiga dipertandingkan untuk go-kart, cadet, junior dan juga senior. Di awal, di 2 sekor pertama, di lap yang pertama ada 3 pelumba. Sekarang berlaku, tetapi di depan pada seawal lap yang pertama, Prasetyo bijak meloloskan diri untuk berada sebagai pendahulu. Dan dia dari masa ke semasa, dari lap ke lap, dia terus mempertingkatkan kelajuan, terutamanya perebutan persaingan di tempat yang kedua itu berlaku ke arah Ihan David, Lee Kyu-ho. Seorang lagi pelumba dari Singapura yang turut memberikan tentangan. Disebabkan itu berikan ruang lebih terbuka kepada Prasetyo untuk kekal selaku pendahulu selepas 12 lap. kategori senior pembawa dari Indonesia ini. Prasetyo Khatja.
So with that all said and done, we are going to head and look at the highlights of what has elapsed throughout the day for Heat 1 and 2 across the cadet category, the junior category, and the senior category. Well, that wraps it up for day one of the inaugural Asia Pacific Motorsports Championship. We've had great disciplines from all around. We've had the Karting Cup, we've had the Karting Slalom, we've had the Gymkhana. There's great racing all up ahead this weekend. Do come down to the Sepang International Circuit. It is an absolutely beautiful weekend for racing. We have more coming up tomorrow. So that has been all from us today, from myself, Daniel Bogus, and Aslan Mubin by my side. And before we head off, we're going to look at the schedule for tomorrow's race weekend. This is what it looks like. We start at 9 a.m. with the warm-ups, all the way down till lunchtime between the senior cadets and the juniors. We'll have the superheat as well. That is going to be at 10:20 for the cadets. Then we're going to keep on going all the way throughout the afternoon. And the racing for the karts ends at 2:50 p.m. But the closing ceremony and prize giving, that will be at 5:30 p.m. So stay tuned with us for tomorrow. We'll see you guys in the morning. It's been myself, Daniel Bogus, and Aslan Mubin besides me.
Kita jumpa lagi esok untuk Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship.
Akhir final nanti dalam pukul 4.30 di mana individu kategori akan diadakan nanti di sini di SIC.
Baik, itu e-sports dan Jazman daripada pagi kita tahu sibuk dari venue ke venue, disiplin ke disiplin. Setakat ni Jazman tengok perkembangan lain dari segi lain disiplin mungkin.
Sekarang karting slalom dengan Gymkhana